Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another glorious episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes, and today I'm joined by the entire council yet again for our top 10 favorite, or however you want to interpret this list, bad guys in Star Wars, dark side users in Star Wars. However you want to look at this list, this is our list for the top 10 baddies inside of Star Wars. And I don't mean fine-looking chicks. I'm talking about bad dudes with, or girls, however they want to be. Bad people who have either dark side use or, just don't want to, you know what a bad. Why am I explaining what a bad guy is? What the fuck's wrong with me?
You could just say villains.
Villains. Villains in Star Wars.
People you want to
I was
punch.
holding out long.
The
I'm like,
fuck is wrong with you?
You'll get there.
I'm tired. I have the full council here today. I am joined once again by my good friend and brother, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, what's going on, you fuck?
Hello there, my man. Yeah, I'm
buddy?
doing great. I deliberated so hard over this list for once. Instead of doing it here on the spot, how I did like the last 3 top 10s probably, I took some time out of my day earlier, did one draft, did a second draft.
And when he says earlier, he means once he got here, he started writing it down.
That actually is not true this time. It's not
No,
true
I
this
can
time.
actually prove.
Yep,
I
Tom
saw
was
him
there.
working on his
He
list.
saw my second draft,
Yeah.
and he gave me ideas. I was like, oh, crap, my list sucks. I need to change this. He didn't like, hey, this is my number one. He didn't do that. But he was like, what about that guy? And I was like, oh, you're right.
I think
So
we
I
all
made a
know what
third.
Evan's number one is going to be.
You think, but we'll
Nope,
see.
I
You
know.
think?
I actually know what your number one's going to be.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. He helped
Hey, look.
my third draft, so.
I know what your number one's going to be.
Okay, I'm glad you think you do.
I know.
Okay, this is not going to go the
I'm
way
going to
you
put
think.
I think I know.
Okay.
I'm writing it down right now at the bottom of my top 10
Okay,
list.
You better not be seeing my sheet here.
I'm not.
Covering the sheet.
I can't even, dude. You
The
think you
cheat
can
sheet.
see that?
I don't know.
It's pitch black in here.
Covered.
And I'm also joined by my other brother and glorious co-host, Tom Okery. Tom, what's going on, brother?
Well, by the right of the council and by the will of that force, what's going on? This top 10 list is going on, damn it. And
It's
you know what
gonna be a
else
good
is
one.
going on? It's 10:42 Eastern Standard Time,
yeah.
gentlemen, and The Last Jedi is still canon.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
There's some good villains in that
Thank
movie,
you.
I'd say.
There's some very good
There's some good
villains.
ones in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may have a few people on that
Yeah,
list.
the
that are,
porgs. The porgs are pretty good.
porgs aren't villains, Evan. They're
they're
good
not.
guys.
And girls.
You don't know that.
That's true. I don't know that.
They're
How dare
gender
you assume
fluid.
their gender, you
I don't
fuck?
know their gender. They could be gender fluid.
They
I
could
don't go
be.
out into the park and lift up the dinosaur skirts. I don't know.
The dinosaur skirts.
Yeah.
What?
Jeff
That's a
Goldblum,
Jurassic Park
Jurassic
reference.
Park
Yeah.
quote.
Oh, I
You
didn't
just
catch
go in the
that.
park and lift all the dinosaur skirts.
Sorry.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Ah.
Are they going to do another season of that on Disney Plus?
Jurassic Park.
No, Jeff Goldblum questions everything. What the fuck
should.
the show was called?
The World According to
Yes,
Jeff
that
Goldblum.
one.
They should, but they haven't.
Never watched it.
You didn't?
it's
Oh, it was
good.
good. It was,
Was
a good
it?
show.
Was it good?
Do you like
Okay.
Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, I don't
Like
You
hate
would
it.
being
love it.
amazed
Okay.
by stupid
Like,
stuff.
he's like, wow, so you're making how do you say
Shoes?
jeans?
Shoes?
Jeans are what I wore in
wear
the
those.
Jurassic Park
I
films.
remember my first pair of
I
jeans back in
wore-
1972.
Levi's. It's like,
With the 3
it's-
pockets.
but you know what's weird about him is like that's genuinely him.
He's not making
Right.
that up.
It's
He's
not
like,
bullshit. It's
Yeah.
not like, hey, can you like Jeff Goldblum it up? Because
No,
he'd be
he's
like,
like-
what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. They're like,
But
"Can you
I
turn it
think
down,
I
actually?
know
Can you bring it back?
because yes, you're
It's coming to
saying
me.
like he's just genuinely that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which only works if you're famous. If
Yeah.
you're not famous and you're
It's
Jeff
like, what's
Goldblum, you're
wrong
just
with
like
you?
and you're like, you made $8 this week. Can you fucking
Get a
your
job.
shit together?
Get a real job.
He reminds me of my brother. My brother's like that, just aloof guy that's not famous, and you're just
Yeah.
like, can you please get your
Hey,
shit
hey,
together?
Not famous
Like,
yet.
Yes, that's true. I called my brother today. My brother's a drummer, and he's an amazing drummer.
Nice.
He was in a band called Never I.
Okay.
And they broke up. But actually a great band for the. I'm not into like screamo shit, but they're a great band for what they were. Fantastic band. So I called my brother today, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm coming to North Carolina." He lives in Columbia, South Carolina, which is like 3 hours away from my parents. And I go, "This is how stupid he is." I go, "Hey dude, what are you doing this week?" He's like, "Nothing. What's going on?" I was like, "Well, I'm gonna be home at mom and dad's house. If you want to come up and say hi." He goes, "How do you expect me to get there?" And I was like, "I don't know. Fucking drive." And he's like, "With what car?" And I'm like,
Hey, he's me.
"You're 28. How do you not have a car?"
He's me.
Dude, get a car. You're 28 years old.
Of course I know him.
Get
He's me.
a fucking car, guy. I'm not even. I'm not directing
both
you.
of us.
It's my brother.
It's both
Get
of
a
us.
car. He's like, yeah, man. I just started working for this new
Kinda broke
restaurant.
right now.
They have restaurant. Oh, dude. Get your shit together.
It's
It's
getting-
not hard. Get your shit
getting-
together.
It's getting.
Both of you. You know what?
I know,
Since
I love you're
this
talking to both
applies
of
to
us.
you,
It does.
get your shit together.
I love it. Me and him, we're gonna go
Fuck,
have these
man.
on a car.
You remind me of him, but like he's more like
Think that's good? I
he's
don't
more
know.
like a mixture of you and me, where it's like
Okay.
I don't mean it's more like aloofness.
Yeah.
That's
That's
not really you, but like he's
No,
just
sometimes.
kind, but not in the same. You'd have to know him, but like not in the same way. But like
Yeah, I
he's
haven't met your
he's just
brother.
like
You've met
perplexed.
my
Like
brother.
how am I supposed to go by drive? I mean, we drive with what car? I'm like the car you should have at 28, dude. Like get your shit together.
Yeah.
I'm this
drives me
close to
nuts.
just buying like another $2,000
And I'm not saying like have a fucking Bugatti, but like have a way to get 2 hours from where you are right now. Like, what if some shit went down, dude? Like, you'd be fucked.
It's probably
Like, you have a
$1,000
car,
banger.
you have access to a car.
Yeah.
He doesn't have access to a car.
Ew.
He'd just be like if a hurricane came and he was fucked, or like a random hurricane is gonna hit Columbia, South Carolina, he'd be fucked.
Thanks.
Like that. The idea that could happen terrifies
scary.
It
me.
might. I'm actually monitoring a system that's kind of headed the Carolinas way.
Uh-oh.
To South Carolina.
I don't know if it's necessary. It's probably going to pass, but it's not. It didn't form yet. It's just like
Okay.
Do we need a
potential.
GoFundMe? Can we
Dude,
help?
no. He needs a job, and like his thing is like
It's a
he's
great
always
GoFundMe,
chasing
a
this
job.
next thing.
The original GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Clint's like he's always chasing this like next thing that's never really there, and everyone who loves him goes like, "Hey man, I know what you said, but that's not a thing. Like that job isn't gonna pan out." He gave up his biggest career opportunity was. It sounds so stupid to say this out loud, but it was actually a really good job in Nebraska one time because he was going to be like a corporate trainer for Wild Wing Cafe.
Okay.
Not Wild Wing Cafe. What's the
Buffalo Wild Wings,
No, the other one.
Hooters,
No.
I have no idea.
Twin Peaks. They're all wing places. I don't
hang
know.
on.
Wings, etc.
No, it's the
Wingstop.
No, it's the
Wings
other
are
one.
us.
Wing restaurant
Buffalo
King,
Wings and
Wing
Rings.
King.
Chicken
themed
ring
to
thighs.
gas station.
Wingway.
Gunners.
What was it called? Fuck. Quaker Steak and Lube.
Oh yeah,
That's what it was
there
called.
was one of those in Fort Wayne. It,
No
but it went
idea.
under
Never
and
heard in
tanked.
my life.
And
Yeah,
not
I think
way
they all
off.
did, but like he could have had like he was going to be a corporate trainer and like had like he was like I don't want to move to Nebraska. I'm like, dude, sometimes you got like people who just don't understand that sometimes you have to do shit you don't want to fucking do
That-
to get ahead.
Yep.
Piss me off.
Yep.
You
Yep.
have to. Every person who's been successful will tell you there was some shit they had. The job that I'm doing right now is not something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Same.
But
My
it is a
last
stepping stone
5
to
jobs
other
have been
shit.
that. Yeah.
Like you have to do shit you don't want to do sometimes.
And you have to
it's
be
part
willing
of being
to
an
think that
adult.
way. You have to see that step ladder.
And you
Be
also have
like,
to accept the suck.
Yeah.
You just have to go like, this is gonna suck for a
For
while.
now, yeah.
But when it's done, I can look back on it and go, I fucking got through that.
Yeah.
And that shit builds character. You can't just go, I'm not where I want to be now, so I guess fuck it. Because then you would
Yeah.
never do anything.
Yep.
This is why I love my 30s because I'm like reaping the benefits of the shit I went through.
See,
in my
I wish
20s.
I'd have
Yeah.
done this. I wish I was doing it. What I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have started 10 years ago, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Like I
always
wish I'd
late
have
to the
found it 10
party,
years
too,
ago
so I'm in
because
that same
I
boat.
like it, and I went off on it a little bit before, but I'm talking in general. I
Yeah.
like what I'm doing because if I
Mhm.
didn't, I wouldn't
Be doing it.
be doing it.
Yeah.
Because there is a point where you go like, this isn't for me, and that's not the case in this scenario. I like what I'm doing, but I do wish 10 years ago I would have gone, hey man, future me would have come back like Rick and Morty style and go, dude, you're not going to be a comic. Stop what you're doing and go get a real fucking job.
Mhm.
Go do this. You'll be way happier.
But then that like
You'll-
changes you. So I don't know if
Kind
I want
of,
that.
but
I don't
like-
want you to be different.
There were life lessons you
Yeah,
had to
like, I
learn
don't want
because
you
of
to be
that
different.
too.
Yes, but like there is a
I
point
get what
where
you're
you
saying.
go, there's a
Yeah.
law of diminishing returns where
Yeah.
it's like, what did being a comedian and being broke for all those years, like, dude, when I say broke, when I worked at the Comedy Zone, dude, if I wasn't doing gigs, I would bring home $114 a week, and 109 of that would go to my kid.
Oh my gosh. That's a different level.
So I had to bust my ass, and you guys know me, I'm a hustler. I will hustle
Yeah.
to get shit done, especially now that I have the opportunity to hustle and get shit done and make money like I've never made before.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking do it. Like, for sure. Like, to the point where dude, the other day, I was so fucking exhausted. I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I think I need to stop what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it on here because I just don't feel the need to. But, like, I was like, I don't think I could do it anymore. I just think I'm done.
Yeah.
And then today, I was like, I'm so glad I have this as an option.
Yeah.
See, that was when I transitioned from my last job to when I'm at now. I was like, I can't just quit this job and have nothing because then I'll be in trouble. I got no money. But I was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to find something else. So I was like, I'm acknowledging the fact that I'm in something that sucks and isn't for me, but I have to wait till I can get what's next. And that's what I did.
The only
That's
problem
what you
with
have to
that
do.
is that it's not up to you,
Yeah, it wasn't up to me.
which is what we
but-
talked about before we started recording, like actually recording. It's like
Yeah.
it makes me nervous because there's like it's not.
Yeah.
You have to check these certain boxes that they look for, and it's like you don't know if those boxes apply to you. I've
Yeah.
talked to you about this. I fucking hated it there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not going to talk about what it is, but like I hated it there.
Yeah.
And there was so much bullshit and just nonsense that went into that job.
Yeah.
But yes, you have to do shit you don't want to do sometimes. It's just the way of the world.
Yep.
And if
Or
that's how you're
you-
looking at it,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
So you either die a hero or see yourself live long enough to
Long
become
enough
a
to become
villain,
the villain,
right?
yes.
That's how the quote
Close.
goes.
Yeah. Close enough.
Close enough, dude.
And these characters did not become the hero for the most part.
They stayed the
stayed
villain.
the villain.
Who has the most
I have 3 honorable mentions.
I don't have any honorable mentions.
I have
so
3 honorable mentions
You two
because-
can go on the honorable
Let me
mention
just
train.
alternate really quick.
So
knock
did
'em
you,
out.
yeah? So did you? And then we'll just go like me, Evan,
10,
Tom.
9, 8,
That's
10,
does
9.
that sound good? I
That's
don't
fine,
care.
yeah.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
So how did you guys interpret this list? Because I just interpret this list as like the best Star Wars villains that I like.
These are my favorite. Yeah.
My favorite- they're my
This
favorite.
list is my
myself
favorite.
out of it and said the best. Like this guy is just evil, so he's the best, and this guy is evil because he did this, so he's the second best. I didn't say he's my favorite, he's my second favorite, he's my third favorite.
That's funny because I definitely
So-
did. These are my favorite villains.
Yeah.
Yep, I did
So-
favorite. I sure
So
did
we get
favorite.
different perspectives. So I did the best, in my opinion, because it's still opinion, but in terms of motivation and what they did and who they are and all that good stuff.
All right, what's your first one, dude?
Well, I'll just say all 3 of my honorable
Yes,
mentions.
yeah. Say your honorable mentions. Brad will do
My
them quick,
3
and then we'll get
honorable
into it.
mentions are, I had to change my lists. These guys are in my original top 10, 2 of them, but they are not anymore. I have General Grievous as an honorable mention. That dude is pretty tragic. He's been literally just torn apart and has a whole new body because of the crap he's gone through. So he's pretty evil, and he just hates Jedi. He just wants to murder all the Jedi for really no reason. And then I have General Pong Krell from the Clone Wars. That dude, when you watch that arc of the Clone Wars he's in, he makes clones just murder each other, and he's just straight up enjoying it. He's really dark. He's evil.
Mhm.
He's a Jedi who turns to the dark side. He's kind of like Maul because he's like, I see what's coming, guys. Like, you don't want a part of this. He's like, I'm trying to like.
Wait, there's a guy who was in the Clone Wars who was a Jedi that turned to the dark to be with the Empire.
Kind of more or less. He didn't make it that long, but
Wait, who did you say? Did I miss
Pong
the name?
Krell, General Pong Krell.
Oh, the Jedi guy with the forearm guy. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
He
I
just
thought you said
straight up-
General something.
No,
Sorry.
General Pong Krell. But he just straight up makes clones murder each other.
When you said General, I
enjoys
was
it.
like,
You didn't
like-
picture a Jedi.
no,
you pictured
yeah,
a
yeah.
war
I was
general.
thinking,
like,
yeah. Sorry.
yeah. But yeah, he's just straight up evil because he's enjoying, and then he gets to kill clones later when they figure out what's going on. He's just chopping heads off and arms off and left and right. And then my last honorable mention is Wolfgar Kath. He is the First Order, I want to say captain in Black Spire. The crap he does to Vi is straight up messed up.
Oh,
yeah,
Have you read Black Spire yet?
Not yet,
Oh
no.
man,
It's good,
That
man.
is
I've got it. I've got
terrible.
it,
it's a
though.
solid
Yeah.
dude.
He
You
is
are
just
gonna eat
evil.
that fucking book
I
up.
hate that
Yeah.
guy.
You're
He
gonna
is
start
terrible.
reading that, and you're just gonna chew through that thing like it's nothing.
Okay.
I read
It's
that.
such a
That's
good
one
book.
Of the
Good.
fastest reads.
Yep.
Just
I think that was
plowed
your
through it.
2 days, 3 days.
No,
It was-
not quite, but it was.
It was something
it
real
was like
quick.
2 weeks, maybe. I think
It was
the
really
fastest,
quick.
Okay.
'cause
It's a good book,
It's
dude.
an easy read. There's
I
good
re-listened to
characters,
it
It just keeps you going.
My last road trip, and I was like, "This book's awesome.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
really, really good."
yeah.
So
that is
my
it.
3 are more minor characters, and I'm gonna start off with Dengar.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dengar's awesome.
Yeah. I don't have.
You
any
just got a
bounty
Black
hunters.
Series
Spoiler
Dengar.
alert.
No. TVC. He'll be coming tomorrow.
Number one, you
TVC
said, right?
Dengar.
Vintage
He's the
collection.
first
I thought it was
number
Black
one.
Series.
Nope.
Dude, even more impressive. You got a TVC Dengar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That had to be not cheap.
I've got no problem saying I paid $95 for it.
And it's only going up.
Yeah, I need to get it now.
That's why it was to be fair, it was like a welcome to Florida gift.
Yeah.
You don't have to justify it. You bought it.
I know.
Right.
It's fine. Like I mean,
Yeah, you know what?
We're not-
Fuck that.
we're not here.
I
We're
bought
not
it.
sitting there going like, "Hey, man, what the fuck?"
I'm gonna be like, that is Tom's bad purchase number 8. All right, and I got it down for next week.
I've got a full ass list of yours at home. I'm
Oh,
on like
yeah,
number
you saw
It's
it.
7.
every
It's on my room.
Oga's fucking thing from the last
No.
6 months.
Fuzzy
for you.
Tauntaun number 4114.
You couldn't see those at my house. They weren't there.
That's
I
true.
wish they were there.
They were there. You've made them at your house.
I
We've
wish.
drank him here
I
on the
have.
show before.
Yep. Yep.
Dengar, he's also just like a cool character. He looks awesome. It fits for The Empire Strikes Back because it looks like he just got off Hoth.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I've always been interested with his character design. It's very strange for a
interesting.
Star Wars character.
And Evan and I asked this to each other, like, why was he the first figure on the TVC line?
That's
Yeah,
a
he said
very
that's a number
2010.
one. I
yeah,
didn't
number
know
one.
that.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't
what?
I don't know.
Why not Luke or Vader or like somebody like that? Just
Here's what I think it was. I think when this is just complete speculation on my part. When they
Mm-hmm.
introduced the TVC line, they were trying to hit home. These are like the old figures from your youth, and a lot of those old characters became popular from the
toys.
from the
that
action
makes
figures.
sense because he has a
So-
cult following.
Yeah,
so
so
that
I think
explains it.
I think
that makes
I mean
sense.
that's just speculation on my part, but like that would make sense to me. Like same thing with Boba Fett. If they didn't
Yeah.
have all those toys of Boba Fett and all the like mystery surrounding like
Would
the
anybody
rocket firing
care?
one,
No.
no one would give it a shit.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't anyway.
Well,
But now
hang
we
on.
do.
Easy. I
Okay,
would
that's
even
fair.
say like maybe he's not a villain.
he's
Yeah,
not
he
anymore.
might not
He's a
be.
bounty hunter.
Yeah,
Bounty hunter, yeah.
yeah.
It's weird seeing him like
Bounty hunters walk a
betray
fine
Luke
line.
and Jedi, like Luke and Han, and all those people, and then like he's helping Grogu. It's weird.
Yeah. He's got
Super
a code.
weird.
He's got a moral code.
Then I have in the same vein, I have IG-88,
Voice.
iconic.
Yeah.
Very iconic.
Like
yeah.
maybe as
Doesn't
much,
even
as
move.
much as I
Doesn't
love
say a line.
R5,
Yeah.
might be the most iconic background character of all time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a whole
Maybe
freaking
other than
knockoff
Dengar,
character.
like maybe other than Dengar, but like
well, Dengar didn't get a knockoff character in her TV show.
it's true.
Like IG-11 exists because
not
of
Bengar.
IG-88. Bengar.
Bengar.
It sounds like a
Dengar.
medication.
Bengar Solo. I don't know.
Dengar Solo
Gengar sounds like a
Gengar.
Pokemon.
sounds like a Pokemon.
I choose you, Bengar.
I choose you, Bengar. Bengar.
Jeez. What type is he? Ice.
He's a ghost Pokemon.
ghost Pokemon.
Bengar? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Then my last one, and this one like almost made my list because he's such a cool fucking character and I love him. Bib Fortuna.
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
that was the
okay.
first one of that line.
Matt
the
Wood,
new
Bib
one.
Fortuna.
Huh?
Matt Woods, Bib Fortuna.
No,
Fat
the old
Fortuna.
School, no, not Fat Fortuna. The old school Bib Fortuna was the first one of that new wave. That's the first one.
De
I pre-ordered.
Wanawanga. That
Do
one.
you want a wonga?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him, dude. Like, he's one of my favorite characters, and it's like I think for me he was like the gateway into like loving like background characters other than R5
That's
because it's like he's just this minor character that really means nothing to the plot of Return of the Jedi.
No.
But he plays such an important part when he's in those scenes that it like, and his design is so unique and it's different from anything you really see.
Yeah.
He's Tregrotten. How do you say that?
I think so.
Tregrotten.
Tregrotten?
Tregrotten.
Tregrotten?
I think
Whatever
Tregrotten.
it is.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I love the look. I love the creepy like
Long.
he's got
fingers
like
and
long fingers and like
nails.
the like mesh thing, his arm rest.
teeth,
or his
too,
arm-
his teeth
yeah,
are
they're
terrible.
creepy.
Like long, pointy green
I'm
teeth.
so excited he's coming to TVC, man. I got that shit on lock. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
And I love how Jabba just treats him. He's like, "You idiot!" But like,
Yeah,
he just smacks him
around. He's like he's basically a C-3PO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like a creepy C-3. He's
Yeah.
creeps 3PO.
Creep 3PO.
C-3PO.
C creepio.
All right. So should I start with my number 10, or do you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to?
Go ahead. 10. Go ahead.
10 for me. All right, man. So we're getting into the real nitty gritty here.
For realsies.
My number 10 is Director Krennic.
Director
we got some
Krennic.
crossover.
Man, I this also, by the way, this list is gonna have crossover.
It's
there's
absolutely
there's
gonna have-
no way we don't
Well,
have
first
crossover
off,
in this list.
I mean, you already said it, but I want to say there's a lot more villains than I remembered and thought.
once I
didn't
started doing
mention-
this list, I was like, oh, him and him,
Yeah,
and him,
that was
and her,
me. I was like,
and her,
I
and
was
him,
like, there's
and
only
him,
like
and him, and her.
15 villains, and I was like, oh no,
There's
there's
a-
like 20. Oh no, there's 28. Oh no, there's 35. I'm
There's
like, they
one
just
I
kept
wanted to
going.
put on my list that I didn't put in my honorable mentions just because I don't know the character that much, and I'm gonna say it here. It was Asajj Ventress.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I didn't put her on
yeah.
my list.
She's not in my top 10.
I don't think she's on anybody's top.
She's
10.
not on my list, no.
But she should be noted because she's awesome,
Very
and she has a
much so.
lightsaber
She
from
was like
Galaxy's
my
Edge.
top 15, but
Yeah, she'd be like top 20. I
A
think. for
retired
me.
lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
Retired.
I have
I'll
one
be
of
on
them.
I'll be on Planet tomorrow. I'm hoping.
Ooh.
I'm hoping that we get some.
sneak
Some,
drops.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
fingers crossed, man. Those
yeah, like-
those ones from West are
Disneyland. Yeah, it's
enticing.
promising. It's promising, isn't it? To see,
We
I haven't
need-
seen
I need-
Obi-Wan
I
in a
need
while.
Ray. I need Ray to come back bad.
I need
Ray to
both
come back
Ray
bad.
and Obi-Wan to add to my collection.
I hope you don't have to spend a shit ton for Obi-Wan.
I won't. I'm holding out on it.
It's such a light one. Have you ever felt it?
Yes, you have it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
must have
so
been here then.
light. It's hard to like.
We're gonna get a new Obi-Wan, right? When Kenobi drops.
Absolutely.
That's coming
Oh,
to docks.
dude,
100%.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
it has to.
That one he uses in A New Hope.
Yeah, that one has to.
Absolutely.
We're gonna see him build it in Kenobi.
Yeah,
right? Like,
he's. I don't. You might not see him build it,
Or
but
we'll,
it's
like,
it's gonna be
it'll
in
make an
Kenobi.
appearance.
Absolutely.
What if he
Yeah.
visits Savi's on Bot 2 in Kenobi
If he goes to Savi's
and builds a
about to
He's
lightsaber?
like, I like to build a lightsaber out of. Dude,
scrap metal,
could you imagine how shitty that would be? If he goes
and
to
Savi's
fucking
Hello
gonna
there.
be 150
Oh,
credits.
is this the piece in
220
war?
credits? That'd be so. Dude, that would
Yes,
suck so.
That'd be great.
That might be my time where I just go like, I'm done.
I'm out. I quit.
I'm out. I'm out with Star Wars. They just did a commercial for Savi's in an Obi-Wan show.
He gets
I'm
a
out.
Rhino wrap on the way out.
I'm
Yeah.
out, and he's
And
like,
they're
make
like-
sure you stop by
They're like
Katsaka's for some popcorn.
They're like Master Obi-Wan. There are no frequent traveler discounts.
It's so bad.
There are no cast member discounts.
Ugh. Do you have any credit reducers, Mr.
That's what it is,
Obi-Wan?
credit reducers.
Fuck
Do
outta
you
here.
accept discount for AARP?
God.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have any of those, but it
Credits
is
will
free.
be fine.
Yeah. You will
No,
give
what
me
they
the
won't.
discount.
Anyway, Director Krennic,
Nice.
the best part of Rogue One.
Yeah.
Hands
Like-
Vader and
hands
Tarkin. Him,
He
Vader,
stood, he
Tarkin.
stood up to Tarkin and Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Gangster. He's
Yeah.
the shit. He's my only thing I love about that movie.
I love him.
I want him to appear in Andor so bad.
He
has
will.
to.
But
Rumored.
I don't at the same time. Like I want him to, but I don't.
No, I want him to. So
Less
we
is
want
more,
him to,
but we
Brad.
already have
Less
less.
is more.
We
That's
already
where
have,
I go,
We already
like,
have less of him.
I
So,
have a
like,
Krennic magic band. I'm good. I just
That's cool.
I kind of just like want to see him. Like maybe if he's like at that point, if he's like a lower ranking official,
Oh, he would
like
be.
that would be dope. If he's
Well,
like General Krennic,
Yeah.
like
wouldn't
that
be
would be the
allowed
shit.
that
Ooh,
word.
yeah.
but
Like let me see like a lesser version of somebody
See
who's
him
like
rise to
trying to
power.
claw his way up the top, because we already know their relationship between him and Galen. If you read,
Catalyst.
what's the name of the book I always talk about?
Catalyst.
Catalyst.
Catalyst,
Yes,
yeah.
sorry, Catalyst. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just I love him so much.
yeah.
It's just iconic looking. Like
His
the
introduction
cape.
scene is perfect. It shows
Are
you
you
who he
blind?
is.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
I love him. I
His
just
scene is perfect.
he's awesome.
His ship is great. His character design is great. I agree.
He's the shit. I love him. All right, Evan, what's
Nice.
yours?
My number 10 comes from the Clone Wars. I think Pre Vizsla is my number 10. He's kind of like a low-key like terrorist leader, essentially, who's trying to take over his home planet. And he is willing to even accept the help of Darth Maul and Asajj Ventress.
Oh, I remember who you're talking
He's
about.
like,
yeah.
I'll bring in you two evil dudes to help me because I want this planet no matter what it takes. But he is also evil to the point where he's like a zealot and he's so invested in his own cause that when he battles Maul for the right to rule Mandalore,
Yeah.
like Maul bests him and he's like, go ahead, like cut my head off because like only the strong survive. He's like, kill me because like you deserve to lead for my cause to survive. So like that's how evil he is. He doesn't even care about his own life. So like that's why he's number 10 for me.
I would say
And
that's evil. I'd say that's selfless.
that is, but like that's selfless for the wrong reasons. Because he's like, I know this dude's just as evil as me, and he just beat me.
You
so
think
he can-
Maul's as evil as Pre Vizsla?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah. I think he's more evil than Pre Vizsla.
What do you think?
Maul. I'd go with Maul.
Yeah, Maul.
Maul's
way.
way more evil.
Yeah,
Way
that's what
more.
I'm saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying Pre Vizsla was more evil.
No, Maul Pre Vizsla
shit,
saying.
sorry.
No, he's saying you can take over and kill me and rule, even though I know you're way more evil.
Agreed. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the
So
opposite.
that shows you how evil Pre Vizsla is, even because he's like accepting, not a lesser evil, a greater evil, saying like, "Yep, you got it."
Well, accepting a less of two evils was our last election cycle. Tom, what's your number 10?
Good transition.
So, good transition. And funny transition into my number 10. So, I've got a quote for every single one of mine.
Ooh.
So, I'm going to read the quote. I'm going to let you guys either see if you want to guess it beforehand, see if you know it, and then I'll just kind of go from there. So, this one should be fairly easy, this number 10. A friendly piece of advice. Assume that I know everything.
Oh yeah.
Moff Gideon
Gideon.
is number 10 on my list. I mean,
Nice.
how do you not add this motherfucker to the list? He just
He's
shows
not
up.
on mine. I wish he was.
Oh,
There's too many.
yeah,
He's not on
there's
mine
too
either.
many.
And I
There are
love
a lot,
Gideon. You guys
but-
know I love Gideon.
But for me, he had to be on this list
Yeah.
because
He's
of
my 11.
who he
actually. That's
is
funny.
and just the best piece of Star Wars, medium that we've received in the better part of the last 10 years. And especially for a TV show. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
makes a great villain. I hope we see more of him. But
have to.
we'll see what we've got out of him. If we go with the less is more, what we've got at him so far, I'm fine with. I am.
I've said that
See,
too.
I think we'll see Moff Gideon, I don't think you're seeing him like as powerful as he was. I think you're seeing him as like a prisoner.
Yeah, but he can still be like conniving and cunning.
Yeah, and like
weasel his way.
I think he's
out,
gonna
like,
play people against each other.
Of
I
course.
think that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
I don't think you're gonna see him.
Seeds.
Oh, I just dropped my phone completely down to the bottom of this chair.
Oh,
Fantastic.
That's
Oh, I
where your
got it.
list is too. Oh,
Jesus Christ. Oh, that was rough.
Gideon planted those seeds already. So
I think
you know
you're.
he's
I think you're gonna see him like more conniving.
Yeah, that's what's good about him.
What's weird is like he wasn't physically imposing. Like you watch the show, he's kind of like an old man.
Yeah.
But he did a
But
decent
he
job
didn't
against Din.
genius.
Oh yeah,
he did a
didn't
good job
fuck
against
around.
Din.
Yeah. He knew
But-
what he was doing.
Din's trained by Death Watch too. You got to
I am
remember that.
so curious about season 3.
It's taking back Mandalore, and then Gideon's gonna be playing them against each other, saying like, "Are you gonna lead, or are you gonna lead? Like, who's really gonna do this?" And like,
Katie
I'm fighting.
Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan, just said she's got unfinished business in season 3, and she obviously does.
yeah,
With Moff Gideon?
No, with just Bo-Katan and Din Djarin. She has unfinished business with him.
yeah,
The
Oh.
Darksaber.
yeah. Din wields it. She wants it.
That's going to be a big storyline. I
They're
think that's a
gonna fight.
storyline that's going to open up.
I
They're-
love
they're
that they
gonna
took
fight.
Star
Mando.
Wars and this like macro or micro, made it a macro, made it a super macro.
yeah,
And now they're like back to micro.
Yep.
yeah. Back to this one planet. These two people fighting
I
for
know.
this one planet. That's all it
It's
is.
so crazy. And a planet
Yeah.
that we don't even know if it exists anymore.
Right.
That's true.
Like, an idea
Boba
of
Fett
what a
says it's
planet
gone.
could be.
Din and Boba Fett say it's
Done
gone.
to, like,
He said it's
made to
been-
glass.
But
Turn to
Bo-Katan
glass.
say, don't read into that. So it's like, is it? We don't know. Yeah.
I wouldn't
Season
be
3
so-
is going to be probably.
Season 3 is going to be
It has
lit.
potential to be better than 1 and 2.
I don't think season 3 is going to address Grogu at all. I think you're going to have to wait till the end of season 3 and
And
season
it'll be a
4
good
is gonna-
payoff.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
be worth it.
Season 3 is going to be like Dave Filoni takes over and does writing for season 3. So it's going to be a lot of slower episodes.
Space whales?
I wouldn't be shocked if you see Space Whales, to be honest with you.
Yeah. What if
I
they're
th-
just
I
like
think
in the
it'd be cool to
background?
see- I
Like
think
just
it'd be
fly
cool to
by
see
this
them-
back there. Like,
I think it'd be cool to see Spaceballs in live action. I really do. I think
Yeah.
it'd be cool to like. They're already canon, so like
not
just,
as a plot point, maybe, but like
no,
just
but
in the
like maybe
background.
like,
Like,
they like go to hyperspace. You see like in the background.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
yeah.
But you know, all right. Are we down to number 9?
Yeah,
here?
number 9.
9.
What's your 9?
Number 9 for me is Dryden Voss.
Okay.
Oh, I
Almost
wish.
put him on my list.
Yeah, I toyed with him on my
Dryden
list a lot.
Voss. Such a good character.
Yep.
Such a weird evolution of the character. He's supposed to be
Yeah.
like this
A
alien
tiger.
kind of guy that like
Yeah.
I think what we ended up getting was probably better
Oh yeah.
than what they like
They kept the
said it
stripes,
was
though,
going to
kinda.
be. Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
with the scratches.
Yeah.
But I think he's just like he's an appropriate villain for the size and scope of what Solo is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not like this over the top, like he can use the Force. Like it's nothing like that.
He's still scary though.
He's threatening in the way that like a drug lord would be threatening if you
Yeah.
watch Breaking Bad.
Yes.
And it's the same kind of like feeling where you're like, oh, what's this guy gonna do? He's unpredictable.
Yeah.
That's why I love the character. First time I saw Solo, I loved the movie. I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Love
It
it.
wasn't like my favorite Star Wars movie or anything, but like, not every movie has to be a fucking favorite. Like, not every movie has
Yeah.
to out Kyle. Not everything has to outdo the other thing that it's doing. It
Yeah,
can
you
just be a
stupid
good version
prick.
of what it is. Like Tool and Haunting of Hill House. You fucking cocksucker.
Jeez.
Kyle C. The C stands for cocksucker.
Hashtag Kyle C sucks. No, hashtag fuck Kyle C.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I think he's a great villain for the scope of the movie.
Yeah.
And I just love the aesthetic. I love that they kind of like I almost kind of feel like the Halcyon is kind of going to be like based on the Dryden Voss
A little bit.
aesthetic.
But there is
like when you see
also
that Starlight Lounge or what's the lounge
Starlight
called?
Lounge.
Yeah,
Starlight
yeah,
Lounge.
on the
It kind of looks like
cruise.
something you'd see on like Dryden Voss's ship. Like
Yeah.
it looks exactly like
What,
it.
It
but
does.
What was the one on the cruise line that they did? The actual cruise line, not the Star Wars.
That's
cruise,
when I
but-
thought that's what I was referencing.
Yeah,
Is
that one looks just like something.
the
from
one on the cruise line
Dryden's
is
yacht.
not the Star
Not
Cruiser.
Halcyon, but
The
Star
one
Cruiser.
on the DCL, the cruise
Called the
line,
Galactic
is the one that
Lounge,
I'm
or I forget.
whatever the hell it is. That's the
Yeah.
one that looks like a Dryden.
Yeah, it's
like,
got the
looks like Dryden
circular
Voss's
window
lounge.
with the gold lines and.
I thought that was called Starlight Lounge. Is
It
that not
might
what
be.
is?
I don't remember.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one on the
Isn't
cruise
it
line.
looks just
Corellian
like-
something?
Oh, maybe.
Corellian?
Possibly.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the one on the cruise ship. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. It looks like Dryden Voss. Like
Yeah. I'd love
he's
that.
just
Can't
cool,
wait.
man. Like
So
I
cool.
just love his whole whole thing. I love that he like just is.
One of my favorite scenes with him is when they're like getting up to leave with Beckett and all them to make the Kessel Run, and he's like, "Remember, guys, if you don't make this back, we're all out of options." And like he just gives that look, like
I'm gonna fucking
have
kill
to
all
kill
of
ya.
you. So
but like wink,
Figure
wink,
it out.
haha,
Like,
like gotta kill you.
let's do this so I don't have to do this.
Right, but I will. But
I
like,
will, but
yeah.
I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I will.
But I
So
won't
let's figure this
hesitate.
out.
So yeah,
Yeah, I love him.
I love that about him.
Evan, what's your number 9?
Number 9 is actually a collection of 6 people amalgamated into one. Tom helped me with this one, but he didn't say put it at number 9.
I didn't.
We didn't have like a cheat like that, but he
Knights
said
of Ren?
Knights of Ren.
Knew it.
They actually are more evil than even I thought. I was like, yeah, they don't really do much. But I'm like, well,
Uh,
they captured Chewie. That's no one else has done that. Oh, like 3 people have done that, but still, that's hard to capture Chewie. But they also burned down Luke's temple, maybe. So that's
They had a
maybe
hand in it. They
maybe kill
absolutely had a hand in
Grogu
it.
or
that book
maybe
is so
like,
sketch.
yeah.
It's
So-
Then you got to be more definitive on what that thing
yeah,
is.
they do. But
They-
right now,
they intentionally left it open because
Yeah.
if they ever want to have Ben do it in the future,
Yeah.
he can do it.
yeah. But right now, it looks like they did it. So for now, I'm going to say they're pretty evil because they murdered the next wave of Jedi and they captured Chewie. They didn't kill him, but they captured him.
You know what's funny, man? They didn't even cross my mind because to me they're just so nothing.
Me neither, and I love them. But then I was like, well, they kind of did something. And I'm like, oh, they did 2 somethings, and one of them was mass murder. So that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
true.
evil. It's pretty evil. Because I wasn't saying like favorites, even though they are my favorite. They'd probably be higher on my favorite list. But I'm like, from a best standpoint,
See, me too, though.
mass
Like
murder's pretty
that's so
evil.
weird. They'd be high on my favorite list too.
Yeah,
But they don't do anything
except those 2 things.
canonically. Like they don't do a lot, but they're just the design is just such.
The
It's
design's
so
awesome.
compelling.
But
Yeah.
Like the design is just so good on all of them.
yeah.
I mean,
And every one of them,
Well,
you go like, who the fuck is that
And
guy?
to be a part of their group, you have to do something pretty evil. You have to have
It's like the Bloods.
you have to kill somebody, but they call it a good death or a justified death. You have to have like a good kill. They can't just be like go kill that hobo. It has to be like go kill your brother.
oh,
Like they're pretty evil. That's
Ben-
why I put them.
Ben
up on
ends
that
up
list.
killing his friend Jedi, right?
Yeah, he kills Ty,
Ty. Yeah,
Brad's
yeah.
favorite character, because he made him.
Do you know that whole story about
I do know
Yeah.
that story. Yeah.
Brad made
that?
Ty.
Pisses me off so much.
And
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
killed him.
The name,
Yeah.
the fucking how blatant does Lucasfilm have to be to steal my shit? To steal the name
Sue him.
of
And
the
not care, and
character,
not even care.
the name Ty Verasi.
They don't say his last
Not
name.
Vera-
but
they
the
don't say
first name
Verasi,
Still,
but
what are the odds?
I said for a long time. I mean, come on, how blatant does it
And
have
you're really
to
good
get?
at Star Wars names. I think we've said that, but like you're just good at making up Star Wars names. It's
Um,
hard for me, but you're good.
Rex Ventessa.
That's a good
I
one.
came up with that
Rex
right now.
That's a good one.
That's
Give
a good
Tom
one.
I came up with that-
What would Tom's name be?
Red Rapturous.
Hang on,
I like that one.
Thank you.
Mott Okari.
Mott Okari. Okay.
He just
I
took
get it.
his own
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
and moved
Yeah.
it around. Nice.
It
But
does
it
work.
worked.
Mott
It
Okari.
absolutely.
Yeah,
does
that
work.
sounds like a good Star Wars
It
name, right?
is a Star Wars
So,
name.
Mr.
Holy shit.
Okari, what is your number 9?
My number 9. It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force,
I know who
but
that
by
is.
our skills with the lightsaber.
Good old Count.
Count Dooku.
Love
is My number.
Not on my list. I
9.
wish he
Me neither,
was.
and I love him.
He should have
I
been.
hate this so much.
Should have been.
Count,
Not
I mean,
as much crossover as we thought,
I
you
know.
guys.
I
Not
thought
yet.
the
Give it
first.
I thought we'd
We're
first
early.
have we'd for sure have
We're early. Give
crossover
it
from the
time.
jump.
We're early.
So how do you not like Dooku, right?
yeah.
So take some of the good out of Attack of the Clones, and not
Wait,
to.
there's good in Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, Count
Ju-
Dooku,
Dooku
is it?
and
Alright.
Obi-Wan.
Dooku
That's
is
it.
it? Dooku, Obi-Wan.
I'll believe you.
The Death Sticks thing is funny
The Death
sometimes. But anyway, Dooku and his badass lightsaber, which is an excellent version you can get as a Galaxy's Edge lightsaber. It is probably my favorite of the dark side bad guys. And Evan actually called it out, Brad. We should do a top 10 lightsaber in the near
A
future.
redo, because
A
mine
redo.
has changed so much.
Your lightsaber hilts?
Yeah, my top 10 list of sabers.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, like I
And now we have
predicted, like
Tom,
6
so
months
we need-
later.
I would need
Yeah,
to know
we
his.
don't know
Yeah.
mine.
That's
so mine
true.
has changed so much.
Next week?
I'm down.
If you're here,
Oh, that's right. We want you.
You know
We'll
what?
wait for your-
Maybe not do me. Maybe if I'm not here, do that show
okay.
Okay.
without me. If I'm here, I'll still do it. But we probably should
Okay.
explain what we're talking about. So I'm leaving
Yes.
tomorrow morning for North Carolina to go to my friend Mike's Hall Memorial
Yeah.
at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte. We talked about it a few episodes ago.
We did.
I don't want to get back into it because I'll start crying again. it's weird now that it's real and this is like the final thing. It's
You're
tough,
going,
man.
like you're
It's
talking
tough.
about
Yeah.
Yeah. But top 10
But
sabers.
you're doing something Count Dooku wouldn't do, because Count Dooku's a bad guy. So, badass lightsaber, and just one of the better things we got out of Attack of the Clones. Former Jedi. He knew, and didn't he know Qui-Gon very well?
Oh, yeah.
He knew Qui-Gon very well.
Yeah.
Said some things about him. Learned from him. Obviously, was torturing and fucking around with Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones.
He straight up tells Obi-Wan, like, the truth, too. And Obi-Wan's like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, we good. I'll never join you, Dooku.
Yeah. And he is an actual count. Like, that's just not a made-up name. He is a count on Sereno.
Yeah.
Like, that's his own... Is that a religious title? What is count? I don't know.
Some sort of like
royal title, maybe?
royalty.
I guess
like
royalty,
he is
yeah.
royalty, so that's really cool. And his Sith name is Darth Tyrannus.
look up Count from
like,
Sesame Street and see what his qualifications were.
Yeah, what is Count Chocula or whatever his name is?
Chocula.
The Count.
Yeah, I love him too. And like Christopher Lee, like come on,
Yeah.
you can't
Great.
get a better villain actor than Christopher Lee.
Nope.
No, he's
No.
the best.
Well, yeah,
And he was like 80 when he did that role too.
yeah,
That's crazy.
I love
and
how the saber
and
is
was
made.
believable.
yeah,
Very
Like
believable.
let's say that too. Like
Yeah.
he was believable as Dooku. It wasn't like at an 80-year-old guy's, a Star Wars guy. Like that would be
Yeah.
hard to pull off now. He crushed it.
yeah.
Did you know that he also played Count Dracula in several Hammer horror
Yeah.
films?
No,
Yeah.
but I know that he was related to some like actual royalty.
Yeah.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
And they also made his hilt after like
After
sword
the- after
fighting
the-
hilts.
after
and
the sword
that
fighting hilt,
guy,
That's
like,
related to his
Nice.
royalty.
one of his like kings or whatever that he's
That
related
is so
to.
badass.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
Love that character. That's my number 9.
Yeah, and he's even crazy awesome in the Clone Wars when Corey Burton is voicing him.
Yeah.
Like, he is awesome.
Outside
in
of his
Clone Wars.
One of the
design.
best Galaxy's Edge hilts too, by the way.
Yeah.
Hands down. So good.
We all have it, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thought
Yep.
so. Yeah.
Tom's got a sick wall display. Like I see,
Dude,
I look at
you're-
your picture. I'm
Thank you.
like, that is a sick display. I
Thank
love
you.
how that's set up.
Makes you want to redo all this.
This is
That,
beautiful.
that
too,
took
though.
a long time
this
to
Yes,
is
do.
it
beautiful.
did.
Don't
This
change
is
it.
beautiful.
It took at
though.
least
Yeah.
2 hours.
It took a long time. I
It
could
was,
tell.
yeah. That's a good one, man. I wish that was on my list. I wish he was on mine, but he's not.
There's so many good
Fuck.
ones. He's in my.
That's
like,
the
top,
problem with this. There's so many good
He's
villains.
in my top
Mhm.
15 also, but not top 10.
I didn't do top 15, but I didn't even consider him, and I wish I had.
Oh, that's okay. That's why I'm here.
God damn
That's
it.
why you're here.
My number 8
What's
is
your number
Captain Kennedy from Star Wars Last
Nice.
Jedi.
Oh,
Not
I
on
had
my
him,
list.
as an option too. Good call.
He's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like I love all like
Fire on the base.
we should have scrambled the TIE fighter 6 bloody minutes ago. Like I just love the whole like. For me, it was I was trying to think of like all the background like Jer Gerard or like all those like
Yeah.
background Imperial officers
Yeah.
that like don't get their credit.
Piet. Piet's
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
is it Lieutenant Piet or was it Captain Piet?
Captain Piet.
Captain Piet.
Yep.
Like all those guys have like this place in Star Wars lore,
Yeah.
and they're all awesome. But
Admiral
I think
Veers, like he's
Veers,
one.
yes,
Yeah, he's a good one.
I think Kennedy like just
He's
personifies them
Yeah.
in like a really solid way, and just
Yeah.
it's the only thing from The Last Jedi that I could put on here.
And
Really,
there's no real sequel people like that except him.
Exactly.
Like in the originals, you got Piet, you got Veers. There's like 2 or 3 others we're forgetting.
Yeah,
But like
it's
in
true.
the sequels, it's like Hux, but he's a main character.
and he's a
And then-
traitor at the end. He's a
Yeah,
coward.
he's
On
kind
the
of
spot.
Kennedy
conflicted.
dies like
Kennedy
being like fuck these
first
rebels.
5 minutes he's there, and his face when he's getting killed, he's like,
He's like I knew it,
yeah, he's
boom,
like,
and it's
"Oh,
over.
I'm taking it though.
I love him, and he's just
Yeah.
so quick, and it's just like a real short thing, but like you believe him from beginning to end.
Yep.
His
Yeah.
intensity is there. I love him. He had to be on this list. I love
I
him, love
Captain
him, love him.
Kennedy, Too.
Evan, what's your number 8?
We need a figure of him. Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, TVC
Yeah.
for me. Like if it
Yeah.
was his face where he's like,
Yeah.
I would be.
He was on
all in.
He was on your list we did a while ago.
For
Wasn't he?
characters. we
Oh,
want
was
more
he
of?
for
Yeah.
TVC for
Yeah.
a TVC
For
figure?
like,
okay,
like
okay.
wanting TVC figures.
That's not
Yeah.
surprising. I love the dude. I love that
Yeah.
character. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know the actor's name, but I love that guy.
I don't know his name either.
I need to
but-
find out because I'd love to just like run into him randomly and be like, "Hey,
Hey, you're Captain Kennedy."
Captain
He'd be
Kennedy."
like, yes, I bloody am.
He's like, "I fucking for sure am."
So sick of you,
Jesus,
Star
all right,
Wars
all right,
fans.
sorry.
And I feel like they tried to capture that magic again with Pride, and like he was great, but it's
General
not
Pride,
the same.
Yeah.
Didn't even think of him.
Yeah, I didn't either. I
Me
did not
neither.
either.
And I love the actor. I
I did too.
just
I'm forgetting his name right now, but I love that actor.
what's Commander Pride? Commander.
he was
Actor,
old
yeah.
Loki.
Acty
He was
face.
a classic Loki.
Yeah,
in
what's his
Loki.
name?
Oh,
ah,
yeah.
Shit, what's his name? I know his name.
I do too.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah. No, Hugh. Is it Hugh?
Not Hugh Grant.
It's not Hugh. It is
What
Grant.
was it, Hugh?
It is Grant.
Something Grant. Peter Grant?
No. It is Grant, though. I'll say my number 8 while we figure this out.
Yes, what's your number 8?
Related to The Last Jedi, this has to be crossover with Brad. But my number 8 is Snoke. He's up there.
Crossover.
Nice. Yeah, like how
Rit-
can you not have Snoke?
Richard E. Grant.
Richard E.
Yes,
Grant. Fuck, that's what it is.
Yes. But
Hugh
how can you
Grant.
not think about Snoke? That
Idiot.
dude, he is just evil because I guess he's made by Palpatine, but he's just evil anyway. Like, there's nothing nice about him.
I think
looks
more is going to come out of Snoke. I think
Yeah,
Snoke's
yeah.
going to be like an experimental thing
Yeah.
that the First Order or
Well-
the Empire tried to do to regain Palpatine's
Yeah.
stranglehold on the galaxy, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And then he took over, and that's what I think that's what they're kind of going towards with Mando season 3. I think season 3 is going to really show a lot of the transition from Empire to First Order.
Yes.
I think it kind of
They
has
kind of
to.
promised that, and then
Yeah.
they've given us a little,
Little
but
bit.
we gotta
Here-
see
little
more.
here and there,
We'll
but
see more.
I want more, but yeah, I'm
but
with you, man.
Snoke, like
Snoke's way
even,
higher up
even
on my
reading
list.
the High Republic,
Yeah, I
you're like,
figured.
oh, in the comics, you're like, oh, the Amaxine station. Okay, it's got all the dark side energy. You're like, oh, Snoke lived there for a while, so
Yeah.
that helped him get more evil. Like, it makes him cooler.
Yeah.
So just Snoke. His character design too is just creepy as all can be.
When you first saw him in The Force Awakens, we'll get to this when I talk about it a little bit, but like that was chilling.
It was.
Yeah,
Where you're
it's
like-
a little offsetting. You're like, what?
You know what's weird though? Like he was fully intended to be black and white because and like not have a gold robe because
Yeah.
that was not a black and white transmission.
No.
That was intended to be like a black. Go back and rewatch it. You can tell the texture was not intended to be anything
Well,
other
maybe
than
he
black.
changes clothes between movies.
I
Maybe he
mean,
wears multiple
I
things.
guess.
I mean,
I guess.
but-
I mean, sure, but not really.
yeah.
It was
But,
definitely not intended to be a gold robe like Ryan. I love the like. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But and the way Andy Serkis played him too is just
Oh, incredible.
motion capture king,
Incredible.
acting king.
The
He's
voice
amazing.
alone.
Oh, how does he make
the
that
voice
voice?
is insane.
His
I
voice is
love the
scary
voice.
too. If you just
yeah,
heard that in a dark room, you'd be like, "All right, I'm out. I can't." Yeah, I'm out.
I love it. It's the best. He's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right. My number 8. You want my grand plan, Jedi? I don't do that. Plans can fail at any step along the way. I have goals, and goals can be
Yep, I
achieved
know
in
that
any
is.
number of ways.
He's on my list.
As long as you get where you want in the end, the roads you took don't matter. It's all the same path.
Quinlan Voss.
No.
No, that's
I have no idea.
Marchion.
The Marchion Row.
He's
Oh,
on my
is it?
list. I
Yep.
love Marchion.
Yep.
Hell yes.
Marchion Row lands as number 8 on my list.
Yes, I love him.
'Cause I'm-
Fuck, I wish I put that on my list. That's a
Because-
good one.
how excited he makes me. Just I've only read Light of the Jedi, but I know there's more
He's
to come.
great in Light of the Jedi.
is so evil.
It's fucking creepy.
in the audiobooks.
I bet.
It's this really weird, slow way of talking, and it's disturbing.
It's creepier when
It's
he
creepy
takes
as
the voice
fuck, dude.
modulator off. When he takes the the
Wh-
mask off,
'cause-
it gets creepier.
Because when it's that, it's like a distorted thing. But when
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm here to tell you, I'm taking over the entire
Yeah.
station,"
You
you're
can
like,
see something's
"Holy
wrong with
shit,
it.
dude!
I am the
He's
eye
fucked up
of
100%."
Nihil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Well,
it's
and the
a-
way he
Jesus
treats
Christ.
who's the person that he is.
Oh,
I'm
God.
so
torturing.
annoyed I
What's
put
her
Marsh.
name?
I'm so mad I put Martian Roll on
I
the
would have
fucking list.
swore
Person
you
he's
put Marchion
torturing.
Row.
Like the way he. What's her name?
How much did I preach about how creepy Martian
He's so
Rowe was
creepy.
on this show?
But the fact that
I can't believe he's not on my fucking list, man. Or not even
why
honorable
can't I
mention.
remember his name right now. Freaking opening of Force Awakens. I'm going blank. Talks to Poe.
Oh,
Why are we sucking tonight at names?
hang on.
This will begin
this
to
will
make things right.
Laura Santeca.
Yeah, like it's Laura Santeca's ancestor that he's just torturing and like got him in the,
Funny
got
you
her in
say
this
that.
little tube. Like it's just
Funny you say that it's his ancestor.
okay.
Don't you remember that? Don't you remember that connection?
Yeah, that's the connection from Light of the Jedi.
He wasn't his ancestor. The people that he like addressed on Naboo were
So
Laura
is the-
Santeca's ancestor.
So is the person that gives him the paths. She was too.
Am I misremembering this?
I'll have to look when I get home in my notes.
Laura Santeca was related to the people who were
That's
on
true.
Naboo.
That's
right.
true. Yeah.
the family that
It was a gay couple,
on,
right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And,
Get
but
couple in
they
Naboo.
have the secrets of the paths, and they don't like tell the Jedi.
But that's not Martian Rowe, right?
No, but he has a
Marshall-
person also from Santeca's family that he's torturing.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah,
that,
she
they,
has
they
that
have
old
the,
woman.
the captured like his grandmother. Or
Yeah, that's
something,
what I'm
right?
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's shriveled up
Sorry,
in a little
I thought you were
tube.
saying that Martian Rowe was related to Santeca.
No.
No.
Gotcha.
No, he's
my bad.
torturing
Yes,
his
they have.
relative in that little
They have his
tube,
relative that's like can
that's-
jump between light speeds and like knows the light speed lanes.
And she's
all
all
that kind of
shriveled
stuff.
up in a tube.
Yes,
all
it's
like,
creepy. Super creepy.
Yeah, that gives me
Yeah,
creeps.
that book is so good. If you haven't
It's
read Light of the
spectacular.
Republic,
Light of the
Light of
Jedi.
Light of the
Jedi.
Jedi. Light of
We've
the
all
Jedi.
read it now,
Jesus
and
Christ!
It's my favorite Star Wars book ever. I've only read 9. but
Until
it's my
you've
number
read
1.
Leia, Princess of Alderaan.
That's true. That's true. I need to read more, but yeah.
It's one of the.
I'll talk more about
I've read a
Marchion when I
bunch of
get to
Star
him.
Wars books. It's in
Yeah.
my top 5.
Yeah, it's my number 1.
Maybe
so
my
far.
top 3.
Like,
But it's really, really good.
nice.
Tom, what's your
I'll
number
talk
8?
more about that. Was his 8.
Marchion Ro
Oh,
is my number
Marchion.
I'll
8.
That was
talk
you.
more about
What's
him
your
when I
number
get to
7?
him. He's my number.
My number 7 is Kylo Ren.
Okay.
I
There's
know
some
this is
crossover.
going to be a crossover
There's
for both of you.
No,
I-
no.
No?
Oh,
Kylo
I-
stayed off of mine.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, I know it's crossover
Get out
for
of
Evan's
my
number
life.
2.
Get out of my life right now.
It's not
I'm
number
taking
1.
Jack back.
Evan's number 1 is
Oh.
not Kylo Ren.
Don't deserve
kidding.
him. No,
I'm kidding.
I'm
Evan's number 1 is not Kylo Ren. Everyone's gonna say it is. It's not.
I thought you were gonna say it was.
Nope.
Whoa.
Nope. I know what your number 1 is.
Okay. Do you?
And I screenshotted it earlier, so I have the timestamp of when I thought it was
Man,
gonna.
now
what-
I'm so confused. I want to know what you thought it was. Ugh.
He is one of, if not the greatest Star Wars characters of all time.
I agree with that. 1,000,000%.
He is so complex, and there's so much shit going on beneath that helmet. I almost think they did a disservice by not having. I want them to do a Disney Plus show where it's just like what's going on in that dude's fucking
The world
head.
according to Kylo Ren.
Yeah, there's so much shit up there, dude. Like
Yeah.
the rejection he felt as a kid, him trying to live up to the legacy of who his grandfather was, simultaneously with that not knowing who his grandfather fully was, knowing that his uncle is Luke Skywalker. What does that mean? How does that tie in with his grandparents? What does he actually know about Vader and Luke and that whole
How does he get treated
How do-
at the temple? Like how do
all
kids,
that
how do
shit.
the
There's
fellow students
so
look
much
at
there
him?
that they could explore.
Yeah.
Fucking
That they
millennials.
have to at some point because it's criminal. The fact
Yeah.
that he doesn't even know that Anakin turned at the end. Like, what did Luke tell him?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know that. Like,
I think that's a reflection on how bad of a teacher Luke is. Like, how do you not lead with, "Hey,
hey,
he
don't
turned,"
turn into your grandfather.
or
It could
do
be-
Luke
because
was
he turned.
scared.
So just be good. Like, yeah.
Like, there's so much that could potentially be there, but also just
Yeah.
like what we see. He's bad as fuck in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
He's awesome in Last Jedi. He really gets his own identity in that movie.
Yes, he does.
He really wants to become into his own. With the Rise of Skywalker, him turning, that's, we can talk about that. I would like to do a debate of all 3 movies at some point and just kind of talk about, go with each plot point and just kind of debate each plot point and see what we like, what we don't like, what we would, I'd like to do that at some point.
Okay.
That would
I think it'd be
good.
fun. I
It'd be
think
a
people
long
would
series.
people
That'd be a
would enjoy it.
multi-part
Yeah.
series.
Yeah,
Just-
for sure. But I think people
Yeah.
would enjoy it because people still either don't know what happened in Last Jedi,
Yeah.
or I think the most divisive for me isn't Last Jedi; it's Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, same.
Because I go back and forth on do I like this movie or do I hate this movie? Because there's so much shit that I don't.
Things could have
think-
been better in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's so much shit that I go like,
But also, there's
why'd
things
you
we
do
like.
this instead of this when this was right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
You could have done this, and
That's-
this would have made this better, which then would have made this
That's
better.
honestly like all of Star Wars in a nutshell, though. I'm like, that part's right there. Why didn't you just
I
do
do-
it? Take that
you know
step?
what's
Like they
I
don't.
kind of I don't want to say famously, but I've notoriously shit on the original trilogy because there's so much of that.
Yeah.
But those are the most 3 solid
Yeah.
as far as not shitting on it. You can't really alter it. And I know it's because those were the first ones made. I'm not stupid, but if you're looking at it as a story, those 3 are the ones that are the most tight. The only thing would be Leia kissing Luke.
Yeah.
And
Like, if
how
you
is
look at it-
Anakin Luke's dad? That's the only thing
Yeah.
that's convenient.
Yeah, but you could just look at it as Leia was trying to piss off Han by making him jealous, and that's what happens.
And
So,
she didn't know. So
yeah, she's not
Yeah,
doing it
that's
while
true.
knowing, 'cause that'd be weird.
well, that's what it is in the scene. It's
Yeah.
clearly
Yeah.
She's just trying to make him jealous, and
yeah,
he
that's
gets
clearly
Right.
what it is.
Yeah.
But
We'll talk more about Kylo when we get to him on my list.
absolutely. What's
Yeah.
your number 7?
What's
My
your
number
7?
7 is a crossover with your number 10, just Krennic. Krennic being awesome.
Was Krennic on your list?
Perfectly
Yes.
casted. Yeah.
But I'm
Higher
going
up?
to save him. He's much higher
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Well, he's just perfectly casted. You can't get any better than Ben.
Are you
Mendo.
blind?
Yeah, deploy the garrison. Come on.
The best.
Yeah, he's so good. Just the way he talks to Vader. He's like, "So you'll speak with the Emperor then?" And Vader's like, "What'd you just say to me?"
The fuck you talking about,
yeah,
bro?
but Krennic
The
isn't
Hey,
scared to say it.
relax, bitch.
Yeah, he's like,
you ain't
learn your place.
yeah, you are below Tarkin, and I don't respect Tarkin.
Yeah.
So go fuck yourself.
Right.
Which is so upsetting. Krennic
Yeah.
could have been Tarkin, man.
I know.
Fuck.
He could.
Tarkin fucked him over so bad.
Yeah.
He did.
But
That's what makes him
that's what it
pretty
is. Isn't it weird that the Empire is like about honesty and like integrity, and then they fuck you over?
But then, like, if you read Lost
It's like
Stars,
working at Disney.
If you read Lost Stars, there's a character in there that goes through the same thing. So you get a lot of that there too. But that's all the Empire is. It just backstab and work your way up.
Yeah, backstab, work your way up, and
Yeah. All right, what you got for number 7 there?
Number 7.
Tomald.
Actually, a really good segue. Failure will find you explaining why to a far less patient audience.
There you go.
Tarkin
There you go. Yep.
is my number 7.
Tarkin's awesome. Should have been on my list, but wasn't because I think the other ones are heavier hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he gave the order to.
Plus that
blow up
Tarkin
a
novel.
whole planet.
Jesus Christ.
So.
That Tarkin novel's rough to get through, but it's good.
Is it? Okay. Here,
Like the first few chapters are him like describing what he wants to do with the uniforms going forward. Like
Plus,
it's,
he's ripped in the comics.
yeah, he's like a shredded
Is
motherfucker.
it?
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
It's
weird.
weird.
It's weird
It's,
shit.
it's so unsettling.
There's some inconsistency with Tarkin.
like,
that's
why is
that's
he
why he didn't
80
make my
years
list,
old,
but I
but built
wanted to
like-
put him on there
because this is
he's like that old school thing like I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is why I like Tarkin, because he's not ripped. He's not like super strength. He doesn't have the Force. He doesn't wield a lightsaber for whatever
He doesn't
reason.
even wear shoes for crying out loud.
Right, and but he's still a cunning genius who
Yeah.
can manipulate and work his way from the top. And I didn't know this till today, and shame on me. I didn't know he was quickly in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
at
that
the
till
very,
like a
very
year
end.
ago.
Well,
You
really?
told me. Yeah, you told me, and I was like, I thought it was some random
No, it
like,
was clearly
camp
Tarkin.
captain. Or
Really?
something. But yeah,
you
but
guys
now
didn't know
said
that?
it.
Either one of you?
He's in Clone Wars
Not
too.
until today.
That's
He's
funny.
in the Clone Wars too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, when you
Tarkin's-
told me that,
that's
I was like, oh,
the
I
guy
thought
that
he
walks
was-
up to Vader and
with
Palpatine
his
as
hands
they're looking
behind his back.
at the Death Star.
Yeah,
That's Tarkin.
Now-
I thought it was
makes
just some
sense.
random Captain Number 8. Like, I
That's
didn't know. It was,
wild. You guys didn't
yeah.
catch that. I caught
Yeah.
that as a kid.
Yeah. Well, you're just clearly smarter.
No, that's dude. If I'm the smartest one in this room, we're fucked.
No, I'm not. It's got to be Grogu if that's the case.
the helmet, the stormtrooper helmet is
Yeah, the bucket.
My number 6 is General Grievous.
I wish
crossover.
I had him. He
Crossover.
was on my
Not surprised he's
honorable
higher up on there for you guys.
Love him.
Just one of the most iconic designs. He poses a real threat to Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith. He's like somebody they're like looking for the whole time.
Yeah.
They meet him and he's like, they could have done it better for sure.
Well, he's the
but-
whole like MacGuffin of the war. Is
Yeah.
like, hey, if we kill Grievous, we win.
we
the war.
win the war.
Yep.
So like,
Obviously, it's not true, but
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They
almost
think
like
it's true.
well, it kind of is because that's
He's
the thing.
kinda like a red
After
herring.
they kill him, he's like 66.
the war is over.
Yeah.
But the
Pretty
Jedi
much.
don't
It's in a
win the
different
war.
way. It's
Yeah.
like yeah.
He's like a red herring, though. That's,
Yeah.
That's why Palpatine uses him. He's like, hey, you guys should chase him. He's really evil.
I want a solid backstory on him though, because there's some like
Yeah.
loose canon stuff.
He was like a
That's
great warrior. People.
from like 1,000 years ago or
Yeah,
something.
that's
It's
some crazy
weird.
shit,
There's
yeah.
wild
well,
shit
in
about
his
him.
lair in the Clone Wars, he has like a statue of him when he was a warrior.
You know what I really want? I really want him to be a fallen Jedi from the High Republic.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
is somebody
Ooh.
we know and love
You
already
just-
from the
yes.
High Republic.
Yep.
That turns into this fucking evil
The more
monster.
you say that, the more they will
that's
steal it. So
That's
keep
what I
saying
want.
it.
That's what I want. I want Grievous to
But
be like
He
what's
doesn't know the ways of the Force. though.
Loden Greatstorm. I want him
You
to be
want
Loden
Loden-
Greatstorm.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
would be the fucking shit if he like.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He's not Force sensitive though. So maybe unless he turns himself off in the Force, he could
But
cut himself
easily
off.
do that.
He could lose
Yeah.
We're
enough.
talking about creating canon from scratch, dude. Like
yeah.
we also don't know he could be Force sensitive. If you're recreating it, he has lightsabers.
Yeah.
It never says in the original
Yeah.
in the prequels that he's not.
No, but I think it did in the. I'm not sure, so I could be wrong. But I think it did in the 2003 Tartakovsky show.
That's not canon.
not officially, but it's
Not
basically
canon.
It doesn't
Nah,
contradict
Just because
anything.
you like it doesn't mean it's canon.
It's on Disney Plus.
I loved it. It's
They
not
said
canon.
anything they release is canon, though.
Yeah, so then Droids is canon.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I guess.
Anything they release is canon. They
Anything
didn't
they release,
that.
that's not a release from
Yeah.
them. They just put it, they reposted it.
Right.
So they reposted Return of the Jedi.
Well,
No, but that's
canon. That's a
canonical.
main movie.
Yeah.
It's a
Come on.
main move. That's not
Yeah.
the same thing.
But this
This
makes
is the
this
arguing
canon.
semantics that he does that drives me
Yeah,
nuts.
but it makes it canon because they posted it.
No, but they said the original 6 movies plus whatever after that we create. That's not something that they created. It's something that they
if
put
create
up
is the
there.
word, then you're right. If
Yeah,
they said create.
they put up as a
Correct.
hey, here's some content to please subscribe for $7 for Disney Plus.
Correct. If they
It's-
said the word create,
Yeah,
then it doesn't fall under that
anything we
umbrella.
create coming up after this is canon.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Yeah, I mean, obviously, other than like behind the scenes shit, because that wouldn't make
Right.
any sense. But
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Jeans guy, is he canon?
Jeans guy's canon.
He's canon.
He was for a short minute.
It's true.
Jeans
That's
guy, you
true.
remember Jeans guy
Jeans guy
from The
Mando?
Mandalorian?
Oh yeah, duh.
yeah. Jeans guy was canon.
That's right.
You're gonna see a lot of that at Celebration.
Oh my gosh,
next
so
year. I'm
many.
telling. Dude, I'm so stoked about Celebration. I can't fucking wait to go. Alex might be coming.
Kyle, can we get Kyle to go?
Alex.
Actually,
Oh, okay.
probably.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Awesome.
guys, fuck Kyle.
Thanks.
Alex is coming.
Yeah, fuck Kyle.
That's the best part.
Dude, I
prick.
cannot
I just
wait.
want
I
Alex
talked to him the
panel.
other day.
Can we just listen to
Alex is
Alex?
going through a rough time right now. So
Oh,
let's
no.
just reach out to Alex and tell him we love him.
Yes.
Alex, we love you. From everyone here at Jedi Talk, you're my favorite person. If they said you could move here and Tom and and Evan would disappear, I would say yes. Come do
Not
that.
even move away, just disappear.
Just disappear
Just
and
get snapped.
pretend they never like
Get
Thanos snapped.
snaps?
No, I'm
Man.
kidding, dude. I'm telling you, we got to get him on
Yes.
and do that show for all of us. That would be lit. He's in Australia right now, but he's moving to the UK, so we're gonna get.
Are
to
they
him
letting
soon.
him out?
He has dual citizenship.
Oh,
They
thank
gotcha.
God.
They gotcha.
So
Yeah.
they've got to let him
He's
out of the
got dual
country.
citizenship
Good.
because one of his, I forget if it's mom or dad. Either way, one of them.
Well, as long as he's got a way out of
yeah,
Australia.
he's
okay.
he's out.
Okay, thank God.
He's dipping out. I got to follow up with him because I was supposed to call him the other day and I fucking forgot. That's what happens when you have kids. All right, where were we?
You
Uh,
said Grievous. Are you
Evan's
done
on
with
number
Grievous?
I'm done
with
How
Grievous.
Awesome he is?
Done with
Okay.
Grievous.
He is awesome. So we're going to number 6.
Yep.
Okay,
You're number 6.
My number 6. We talked about it a second ago with Tom Tarkin. I mean, he gave the order to blow up a whole planet for crying out loud, and didn't even like flinch. Like, go ahead, fire when ready. Like, you don't care.
Dantooine. It's
He's like, no,
Some
it's not. We're
Dantooine.
gonna blow up this one.
he's like, okay, cool. For sure, killer planet though. We
Yeah.
know you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
have
in
fun
the-
with
in
that.
the
Watch
Family
your
Guy.
family die.
I love in the Family Guy Star Wars. Stewie's like, she said no. Should we still do it? And Tarkin's like,
He's like,
yeah,
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 yeah, do
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Do it.
But and then he also just hates Krennic, and he knows Krennic is on Scarif, and he's like, we're gonna just blow up Scarif
Yep.
and Krennic in the process, kill two birds
Because
with one stone.
then I don't have to worry about it.
Yep,
and
I get rid of
the
this
Death
guy.
Star plans are saved,
Yep.
and my competition is gone.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Love
like,
it.
Perfect. And
Yeah.
And Jeddah City, he's like, let's just blow up Jeddah City. I
Yeah,
don't care.
we don't care. We got
Yeah,
what we
like,
need.
why
We got
not?
the kyber crystals from
Yeah.
it to power
Like,
the
he
Death
just
Star.
doesn't
We're all
care.
set.
Destroy
And-
the
Yeah,
remnants of
it's
the
all
Jedi.
about him and what he can do moving forward.
Yeah, I love it. Every move he makes is so calculated, and it's just so. There's a reason. He's not just like, okay, let's blow it up just cause.
Does
He's
anyone
got
have Thrawn on
reasons.
their list?
No.
I
No.
don't. He was in my top.
I wanted to do
15.
honorable.
He
I wanted to
wasn't
honorable
15.
mention him, but I didn't do it because I
don't
was
know
just
enough
like,
about him.
that's the thing. I've read a bunch of Thrawn novels, but I don't feel like I have a grasp on the character.
Yeah.
Like I get that he understands art in a way that he can see art and
That doesn't make
come
him
up with
evil,
battle
though, like,
plans.
Yeah, like,
But I don't think of him as evil. I think of him as an opportunist.
and just a good,
So that's why I
a
didn't put
good
him on my
war
list.
leader, like a good war.
I don't think it's
strategist.
moral. I think it's like, what can I do to benefit me in the chess?
Yeah,
And I need to finish
That's what it
reading
is.
those
he doesn't
books.
care about the Empire.
No,
he cares about the chess.
No, he doesn't give a fuck about the Empire. It's
Yeah.
like me and the chess come first, and whatever I can do to help that,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And that's why
Once
he's one
that
of the
stops,
few-
I'm out.
Yeah,
Which is why I'm curious to see him in the Ahsoka show.
and he's one
Yes.
of the few
Very curious to see what happens
aliens
with him.
in the Empire, because the Empire is racist.
He could
They
have
don't like
30 years
aliens.
of dealing with
So,
just the chiss, dude. And
Yeah.
how he's
Yeah.
made that army come up, and that could
Jeez.
be the 10, 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
that'd be
Chiss
crazy.
could be like the Nile. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
That'd be cool if Thrawn's son is
Part
like
of
the
the
big bad
Nile,
of
or-
10, 11, 12.
Well, I just got, like I said, started Rising Storm. Spoilers for Rising Storm. Are you good? Do you care?
Go ahead.
There's a
He's
person-
310%. There can't be that many
Well,
spoilers.
there's a big one though. Like there's a force sensitive person in the Nile. Like
Yeah.
that's big. Like what? So that happened.
That was inevitable. I could see that.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, I mean, they're so big. Statistically, one of them will be force sensitive.
Absolutely.
But the fact that they found him and they know him, I'm like,
That's
is
cool.
big. That is
Yeah.
big. So that was cool. But yeah, Tarkin, just because he's so calculated and he's great in Clone Wars. He's great in, I guess, Revenge of the Sith for 5 seconds, and he's great Rogue One, and obviously in. A
It's
New
just a
Hope.
cool cameo for people
Yes.
who know.
It really
Yeah.
sucks not having him in the rest of the original trilogy. Like that would be cool. Like what if he was still around? Like what would have happened?
Yeah.
But he's so pompous too. He's like, evacuate in our moment of triumph. He's like, no, we're good. But yeah, so Tarkin,
Tarkin's awesome.
big time.
Yes.
Read the Tarkin novel. It's
I
interesting.
need to.
Okay. My number 6, murder. Is it murder to rid the galaxy of you Jedi filth?
That sounds like it's something Grievous would
Wait,
say.
say it again?
No, it was Grievous.
Okay, I was right.
Oh,
Yeah, right. So my number 6 is your number 6, General Grievous.
nice.
What more can you possibly say about this Jedi killing? Who we God hope it's Loden Greatstorm now that you mentioned.
Wouldn't that be
it.
dope?
That would be so fucking dope
Ugh.
if he's just this robotic cyborg who wields 4 lightsabers from God. I really want them to release
I wanna
Grievous's
know what-
Evan,
lightsabers.
you
at
just
Galaxy's
read
Edge.
the second book. Wasn't Loden Greatstorm the guy that got like fucked up with the Dingir?
No,
Who was that?
the kid that was Des Ryden,
Who's a Jedi, right?
Padawan.
That's who I want to be
Grievous.
Grievous.
Okay.
That could work. That could
That's
work a
the guy
lot.
I was
Like-
thinking.
like
I thought
the
in my brain it was Loden Greatstorm.
Loden
Well,
Greatstorm's
Loden is the one that
at the end of
Marchion Rowe is
Marchion
torturing.
Rowe's fucking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And he
that's
could
where I
potentially
got that
become-
twisted up.
Yeah.
He could potentially become
He's-
Darth Nihilus.
Say his name again.
Darth Nihilus and Loden
No,
Greatstorm.
The
But
other
Des
guy.
Ryden,
Des Ryden is
could
the one that
become
I think could be
Grievous.
Grievous.
Okay.
because the Drengir
okay.
got
Because
in
there's
his
so
brain
much
and
exactly. There's
messed
so
with
much
him.
shit that's in there.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's
that is really dark.
that's who I want to be
the Drengir
Grievous.
are terrifying.
Yeah, because there's
That'd be
like
cool.
what 200 years. He could become a
Yeah.
cyborg in that time period.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah,
and
like
that stuff could be keeping.
how
him
cool would it be
alive.
if he teams up with the Nile, and they become like, hey, we have this like technology we've been working on to keep people alive for a long time.
Yeah.
Which they do because the person Marchion Rowe is torturing. That's
Exactly.
making the paths has been kept alive.
Exactly.
She's
That's
like 200 years old.
I didn't want to say it because I don't know what he's read, but that's exactly what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Well, he's
I'm,
done with Light of the Jedi, and that was in Light of the Jedi.
that was in Light of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my brain's at.
Oh my gosh! If all this connective tissue doesn't happen, I won't be surprised.
If they steal it, I
also
won't be
won't be
surprised.
But I want all of Grievous's lightsabers in Galaxy's Edge.
I want to know who they.
Yeah, I want to know who they were
Who
too.
are they?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, if it's not, we just said it's not. But if the 2003 Tartakovsky shorts are canon, one of them would be Shaggy's.
Another reason why it shouldn't be canon.
Oh man.
I loved it, but a Jedi based on Shaggy from Scooby Doo
Oh, God.
missed me with that gay shit, bro.
What's your number 5?
What's your number?
My
five?
number
Get off that
five.
topic. Get out.
Is good old original Sheev Palpatine.
Whoa.
I'm
Nice,
sure
okay.
there's crossover on both y'all's
That's
lists for
crossover.
this.
Yep.
Tom, yay, nay? No? You didn't put
Whoa.
Palps on the list?
Somehow
No.
he didn't return.
I just
crazy.
Somehow he came back. We don't know, but
not
he's
to
back.
Tom's list. He
We
did
don't
not
know
come
how he
back.
came back, but we know that he
Well,
came
I
back
think
playing on
it's cloning.
Fortnite.
he's
Yeah,
a
that's what it was.
if I was basing this on
Dark secrets, dark magic.
best, he'd be in my top 2. But he's just
You
not
did
my
favorite.
favorite.
Favorite?
Right.
No, I'm
Yeah.
with you.
I did
He
best.
see he's in my favorites because
He's not my favorites. I don't care about him. But
really
yeah,
he's what ties all of Star Wars together.
that's true.
He is the connective tissue. It's like
Yeah.
I fucked everyone over with going from the
Yeah.
he's
For
AOC of
60
the Star
years.
Wars universe.
Yep.
He goes like I'm gonna fuck this this democracy up. I'm gonna take control, and when I do, I'm gonna fuck everyone over, and then I die, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna fuck everyone over.
You know, he couldn't have done this
He's
though,
gangster.
without
He-
Jar
he-
Jar
he-
Binks.
That's true. You know,
He would've
Jar
found
Jar
a
is
different
really
way.
the connective tissue to all of Star Wars.
She finds a way.
No, but for real, he's for me. He's like, honestly,
Yeah.
I wanted to put him at number 1, but I feel like it was hacky to put him at number 1.
Yeah.
So I moved him a little bit down because you can kind of explain away this like how we got there was kind of shitty. He's a sleazy politician. It just I don't know,
And
but it's a solid story of how this dude became. I want to know more of a. I know there's like the Plagueis novel.
Yeah.
I know that exists, but I want a canonical Plagueis novel where how
Yeah.
he actually becomes
yeah.
a Sith Lord.
Could be in the Acolyte.
I'm interested.
It could be connected with the
Yeah,
Acolyte.
for sure.
That'd be
I'm
awesome.
interested.
very
I want to
much
know
so.
more, but like he has to be at least mentioned on this.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised there's not more crossover already. I know we're like halfway through the list, but
We're
like
at 5. We've had a decent amount.
a little bit. But like I
Six,
thought
I
there'd be
think I
like
wrote
I thought
down.
everyone would be like, yeah, that's my number and that's my next one.
Yeah.
I really thought we'd have more than this.
Yeah.
But
If it was favorites, for me, mine would be a little closer to yours. But because I went
Palpatine's
with what
awesome,
I
man.
think
Like
is
he's just
best.
like
Yeah.
when first time you see like think about the first time you saw Return of the Jedi as a kid. Watch him with Force lightning, like that's wild.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
always talk about how hard it is to come up with like a new
A new
Force
power.
power.
That one just fits.
it feels natural, right? Like
Yeah.
it just feels
To be
like
evil and to be able to.
there's
shoot
no one like,
lightning.
oh, I don't believe that he has lightning. It works. Like
No, of course he does.
it's awesome.
He's
It's
an
just
evil
cool.
old man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I can't wait for that TVC
with the
throne
cape,
room.
with the
Dude,
hood.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I ordered 2 of the Palpatines because I want one, and I want to have like one. I think I got one for you, right?
I hope. Sure. Yeah, I'll take it.
Did you
It's like
get
it
one
is
for
now.
yourself?
No.
It's not for me.
I
so
know
it's
I
for
ordered
you.
2.
It's
So
not me.
Okay.
I think one's for you.
Okay.
And if not, then I'll buy another one and I'll open one. But I also
one to you, it's not
want
me.
the throne room thing they did for TVC. Like that's coming soon. I want that bad. That looks awesome. But
Nice.
yeah. I mean, how can you not mention?
Yeah.
Like, let's be objective for a second.
Well,
Yeah.
All-time greatest Star
How
Wars
can we
villains.
not?
He's got to be in the
Tom
top
didn't.
10,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When it's best.
Top 2.
Yeah.
right? Like he's up there.
He's 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I'm not insane here.
No. Nope.
Okay.
No one
Absolutely
should
not.
disagree with that. If
All
they
right, all
disagree
right.
with that, I don't know what they're doing.
Number 4. I'm sorry, number 5.
My number 5.
Yes, your number 5.
All right, that is Brad's number 7. My favorite. He would be number 1 if it was my favorites, but he's Kylo Ren.
What?
Number 5.
I know for
best.
sure who his number 1 is now.
For best.
I have a
I
screenshot
can't
of it,
believe
but whatever.
this because
Oh,
you know I
you.
love Grievous
Hey.
and Kylo.
Hey, bro. You don't think I know you?
I love Grievous, Kylo, and Marchion, and so far I've said 2 of those, so I don't. Okay, but yeah, Kylo. It's just there's so much to him. Like you said, yeah. I can't really say anything else that wasn't said, but
Hey, look at the bottom line. Tell me if I'm wrong.
oh my goodness, I won't say anything. We
Am
will
I,
see.
am I, just say am I right?
We
Am
will
I
see.
right?
No, I won't. We'll get the review when I get
Am
to my number
I'm
1.
right. I know I'm right.
Okay. Okay.
I know I'm
Um,
right.
He's going
But
to change
he's equally as iconic. Like they talk about in one of the gallery how Star Wars is like about silhouettes. You know, like if you just
Yeah.
put the shape of his helmet up there, you're like, okay, that's Kylo. Like,
Yeah, but that's all characters. I mean, you can see the Mickey silhouette. That's what makes Hidden Mickey so
Oh,
special
yeah,
is
but
that you
what
know
makes
that that's
Mickey
what it
great.
is.
Like, one of the things is he's so obvious.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's
not
him.
just Star Wars characters. It's all
Yeah.
characters.
Well, yeah.
Like
Air
that's
Jordan.
what made the
Yeah.
guess the Pokemon thing when you were a
Right.
kid.
Who's
Like
that
you're
Pokemon?
like, it's Geodude.
It's
Like,
Geo.
you know exactly who it
It's
was.
Geode from
Fuck.
High Republic. Okay, wait. Time out. Backing up to that. That is the dumbest thing in all of the High Republic.
Fist
is,
bump me.
Is Geode.
Yeah, it's
And
dumb.
it doesn't even pay
Oh,
off.
it's dumb.
Like it's not a spoiler.
It does pay off,
It
Yeah,
doesn't pay
but
off.
not
You
well.
guys, you guys told
It
me
doesn't
about
pay
that.
off.
already.
It does pay off, but not well.
No, that's not a payoff.
No, it
Just
pays
'cause you-
off,
It's not
but
a
not
payoff.
well.
Oh, it's a bad punchline.
Hey, do you get paid at the week?
Yeah,
The end of the week?
but not
but
well.
Not well.
Not well.
Exactly.
He
You
pays
got
me-
paid.
he
but
pays
not
me
well.
weekly.
No, no.
Very
Very
weekly.
weekly.
Hey,
Hey.
I love it.
That was great.
You know what that is?
I have no fucking idea.
Ah,
Sunny
Sunny Cliffs.
Oh, yeah.
Talking
okay.
about Cosmic Ray. He's like,
Yeah.
he pays me weekly.
Very
weekly. Boom. Like,
I love. I'm all for dad jokes, dude. I
me
love
too.
them. Give
You
them
know,
to me all day.
Without Sunny, we would never have DJ Rex. He's like the original DJ Rex.
That's true.
Everything leads back to DJ Rex with you.
It does. He's my number 1 villain now. Change it. He's my. Yes, I can't say anything else about Kylo, even though I could say everything, but it's already been said. Kylo is just the best, so he's my number 5.
Yeah. He didn't. Kylo didn't end up on my list, but he absolutely could have. If we were going best villains, he'd probably be like
Right.
10 or 9 for me.
Right. Yeah. If it's favorite for me, he's my number 1, obviously, but I
Yeah.
said best.
Makes sense.
Nice.
All right, number 5 for me.
Number 5.
The
For
ob-
me.
N-
Or for you.
Yeah, me. You already gave your
Oh.
5, right?
I did number 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless you.
It's Grievous.
Thank
He's
you.
coughing.
The object isn't to win; it's just to stay in it as long as you can.
Wait, doesn't Kira say that?
100% right.
Yep.
Wow.
Kira
I don't know
on
any
my
of these
list.
quotes, by the way.
Nice.
But I am going to throw a quote in on my number 1 or my number 3 and see if you guys know what
I'll
I'm
throw
talking
a
about.
quote in for my number 1. It'll be obvious when I say that. So
But Kira, and I fucking love that now. Look, not now. She's getting that comic book. She's ahead of Crimson
Yeah,
Dawn.
yeah.
That's what I want. Like the mystery with her is what puts her at number 5 for me.
Yep.
We
Absolutely.
got the reveal at the end of Solo. It's like, okay, this is cool. We can work with that.
Yeah.
To take somebody who was so close, and that's why I asked you if you read Most Wanted earlier today. The
I haven't
book
read that one, but you?
Which book?
Most Wanted?
Most Wanted.
No.
Okay.
I think I have it, but I don't think I've read it.
Yeah, the book before Solo. So because it explores Kira's and Han's relationship leading up to Solo. So I want to know more about her. So I'll probably have to read that and what led her to.
I got to check and see if I have it because I have so many books over there.
That you do.
I don't know what I have.
It's like the freaking Jedi archives in here.
It's
Are you Joe Costa new? Is that what you are?
Podcasta New.
Oh,
Podcast anew.
Hey.
But yeah, Kira, number 5. Nice job
That's
knowing that
awesome.
quote.
That's awesome.
It's a good one.
Number 4.
Perfectly
Brett.
casted too.
Oh,
like Emilia
Oh,
Clarke.
dude,
Clarke,
she's
I love it,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
Who doesn't?
She's. You just feel like that scene in Solo where they're like running towards the gate and it seals off after Han goes. You just feel for her so bad. You're just like,
Feel for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel for her more than him. Like I know
Yeah.
he lost somebody.
But he's escaping. He's
Exactly.
out. She's like going to be tortured for the next.
He could potentially be onto something better.
Yeah.
She's screwed. I
Yeah.
mean, she ends up being
Somehow
better than
she
him.
Gets out. I want to see how she gets out. Like a little prequel would be cool. Just like, what does she do?
I mean, doesn't she kind of work for Dryden and kind of just because she's hot?
Yeah, but she's like, I've done things that you can never imagine. It's like,
Yeah,
what? What
because
did you
she's
do?
hot. And she
Imagine-
worked with Dryden Voss.
I guess.
Was that my selfish interpretation of that, or was that what you guys
it
thought?
probably means that and other.
Because
things.
I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
think
my
more
whole,
than-
the entire time I was like, well, she just like did shit for Dryden Voss because
Yeah.
She's
it's like,
probably
what are you gonna do?
killed
That or
people,
go
too.
back to the
Yeah.
streets? Like you're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah, no, I know. It's
a
probably
mix
both.
between like sexual stuff
The
and
way
like
Dryden like
mobster
rubs
shit.
her back and
Yeah,
stuff is
violent
creepy
shit.
as all can be too. So it's like Dryden's just creepier
did
because
I?
how he treats her.
Did I,
like-
did I interpret that weird?
No, I don't think
No.
so. I don't
Okay.
think there's a wrong answer to that interpretation. Because there is, they didn't tell us. So there's no wrong answer.
My brain was kind of like going like, yeah, well, she did that because that's. Let's just not go there. Never mind.
No.
Number 4,
It's a
Brad.
fictional universe, people.
Yeah,
Come on.
fictional universe.
Come on.
All right, my number 4.
4.
I would be shocked if this is not on your list, but I also wouldn't not be shocked if it's not on your list. I don't know what I just said, but I'm pretty sure I said it right.
Something about crossovers and lists.
Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, I
not
almost
on
put
mine.
Jabba on my list.
Not on
I
mine.
thought about it long and hard. That's what she said.
Jabba, yes. Jabba is one of those
Yes.
guys where it's like another thing that kind of ties the trilogy, all 3 trilogies together.
Yeah.
He's in the prequels. The Hutt family in and of themselves play into a large part of Star Wars.
Yeah. Freaking slave trade for crying out loud.
Yeah, I
They're-
mean,
yeah.
like they're involved in everything.
They're in the
like
Clone
it's-
Wars. They're all, yeah.
They're a part of all of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And you know, I know he's like we see him for the first time in Return of the Jedi, like canonically, but he's like so integral to Star Wars. Like it's
Yeah.
like you'll see them like in the High Republic. They reference
There's
the
hut
Hutts.
space. They call like hut spaces over there. Like
Yeah,
we
so
don't mess
like
with hut
we don't fuck
space.
with that.
Wait.
Like
Yeah.
like they're a presence in all of Star Wars.
Seeing Jabba in A New Hope isn't technically canon.
The first canon.
It is
Oh,
canon.
you meant the deleted scene.
Yeah, it's canon.
That's canon.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
Special
know that.
editions are canon.
Okay.
So that's the edition the edition that you pop up on Disney Plus. What you see is canon.
Oh,
That's
'cause
how
they
they've.
did put that in the.
And that's the first time you
It
see
was a
Jabba
deleted scene
That's
talking to Han.
between Han and like a live action actor.
yeah, the guy in the
Yes.
vest. Like
and
a
then they
fuzzy
just
vest.
kind of like
Seen that.
represented Jabba in a different way when they went back and redid these.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I
a
forgot
that's a
because
deleted
I only
scene.
watched the original one. It's the only ones I watch. So I forgot
Yeah,
that was a thing.
it's not a good.
It's not a great scene.
It's not a good scene, but like
it's there. So
yeah, it's canon. So like
Yeah.
just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not canon. Kyle with the Last Jedi,
Yeah, you prick.
so the
fuck.
first time you see him canonically is
episode
Phantom
4.
1
Yep.
or Phantom 1. Phantom
Canonically,
Menace.
well,
The
yeah,
first canonical is Phantom
him,
Menace.
yes, Jabba the Hutt.
But like
Yes.
the first time we see him release-wise as an audience is
A New Hope.
a New,
New
Hope
Hope special edition.
special edition.
Yep.
Yeah, but it gets confusing because Return of the Jedi was released before that.
That's
So
a
the
good
first time
point.
as an
Yeah,
audience
so
we saw-
technically the first
Yeah,
time
it's so
America
confusing.
saw Jabba the Hutt was
Was
I'm
episode
Return of the
6.
Jedi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm
Okay.
saying stupid things like this.
No,
it's
you-
not that
no,
helpful.
you're not.
I get it.
You're absolutely right. Like
Right.
you were, the first time audiences saw Jabba was
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi,
Yeah,
and then it
Okay.
was from there they saw him afterwards. And you're absolutely right. Like
Yeah.
you're not stupid. You're absolutely right. But he's a presence in Star Wars, and I think that
he's a
that's-
pretty big presence. He takes up a lot of space.
Yeah,
So-
he's a fat fucking presence. and
You
I
could
love
see
Star Wars.
him and his family every week on My 600-Pound Life on TLC.
Left to lock up.
Oh, that
Evan,
was great.
what's your number 4?
Heyo, throwing a monkey wrench into Brad's plan. My number 4, I'll say with a quote too. It'll help you out. Ready? No.
Really?
Crossover.
Vader is my number 4.
Vader's number 4?
If this would have been
Wow.
if
So
this list,
spoiler alert. That's my number 1. I thought Evan was number 1 was
Yep,
going to be
I
was
knew
Vader.
You were wrong. I don't know why this feels good because you're not usually wrong.
How the
I guess.
fuck? Well, hang on.
If this list was made 10 years ago,
hang
number
on.
one.
You've talked openly on this show about how
used
you
to
got
be.
shit on
Yes.
as a kid
Yes.
for liking Vader.
Yes. And
How
I've
the
said-
fuck is someone other than Kylo Ren or Vader your number one?
I've said because
and not Palpatine.
I've said because Vader used to be my number one. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, Vader. But now he loses to some 15-year-old kid in this medium. He loses to a whiny girl in this comic. He loses. It's like, does he ever do anything evil?
Well,
Does
hang
he
on.
ever
Let's
do
not
anything
pretend you
evil?
read the comics, okay?
I've read all the comics you let me
All
read.
the comics
the
you've
ones
read?
The ones you let me read.
You ain't read all the comics, bro.
I did. Not anymore because there's been.
There's
50
so
since
many.
then. Yeah.
I can't even keep up anymore.
But, well, because anytime I read anything, it's Vader failed again. Oh, he's crying again. Oh, he's sad about losing to this little girl again. Like he's not evil anymore.
Her name's Ahsoka.
Well, he does lose to Ahsoka, but I was just making up a scenario. I love Ahsoka, so I would never call her a little girl. But he just loses all the time. Like how evil are you if you just suck at everything? So
Yeah, but isn't that part of like if you think of like a superpower? Like you're not going to document every time you fail. You're only going to
No.
like show the good times.
no, but like we talked about.
And if you fuck up, you can be like, "Well, I fucked up." But we're sending a squad of stormtroopers to go kill this guy, and no one will
Yeah.
know that I failed.
yeah, but it's still like we talked about with Tarkin how he blew up a whole planet and then he blew up this city,
Wow.
and killed his.
Truly thought,
Mike.
Vader was your number one.
He used to
It's
be,
back.
but
Is that better?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
truly
I
thought
mean-
Vader was your number one.
yeah, he used to be. If it's just original trilogy only, but
Damn, I don't know who your number one is now.
I think I have.
no one does.
I think I know who your number one is.
It better not be some bullshit from fucking Fallen Order.
For him,
Who,
for
mine?
me?
For you.
For me? Why are you
can't
pointing to me?
because you can't steal his shit.
I didn't steal. What are you talking?
All right, I'm just saying. It just better not be.
No, but that's for Vader.
The
for me.
second sister better not be your number one. You fuck.
No,
He's like,
it's
you better not
no.
say Trilla. Better not.
It's not.
Alright.
My number 4. You may think I am evil. I am not. I am efficient.
Oh, I don't know that quote.
Hang on.
That's got to be from like a comic then or something. If I don't know it, no.
Nope.
Say it again.
You may think I am evil. And this explains this character perfectly. That's why I picked this quote. You may think I am evil. I am not. I am efficient.
Dang.
I don't know who that
love
is.
This. You've stumped me.
Darth Maul.
Oh, okay.
Darth Maul lands number 4. I fucking love Maul.
Maul's on my list, but not number 4.
Okay. I love Maul. He's such a complicated bad guy, and he's not really in. The saddest part about Darth Maul's life is he just wanted to live his life, and he got forced into doing what he had to do.
Yep.
Yep.
And he just followed his path. And our What If episode we had a couple of weeks ago, one of my what ifs were what if Maul had succeeded in killing Anakin Skywalker or getting to him beforehand. Like,
Which is what he wanted.
It's-
with
it's
Ahsoka.
exactly
He's
what
like,
he
we
wanted.
got to get Anakin.
yeah,
He's
it's like
the key.
getting to Anakin is the key. You know, what if he got there? We would have seen a different Maul. His path would have changed exponentially. You know,
Yeah.
he survives Obi-Wan. He kills Qui-Gon Jinn, you know, with Duel of the Fates that could have completely changed Anakin's life if Qui-Gon stayed around.
Yeah.
We don't think it was. That was one of Brad's what ifs, actually. We didn't think it would. Anakin still would have ended up going to the dark side. But Maul is just he's deeper than just what you see of him in the Phantom Menace. And those
yeah.
of you who just think of Darth Maul as a villain in the Phantom Menace, watch the Clone Wars and Rebels specifically.
aside
Watch
from
Rebels.
Ahsoka-
Rebels.
Yeah.
I think Rebels is his best.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Aside from Ahsoka, is Maul the best thing about the Clone Wars? Is he like the only reason to watch?
No,
One of 'em-
Anakin's
one of 'em.
Anakin's like
Anakin, yeah.
jadedness
Anakin's really
is
good in
worth
Clone
to watch
Wars,
for the
but-
Clone Wars.
Because it makes you feel better in Episode 3. If you watch the Clone Wars, it's like, that's
Yeah,
why
you're
Anakin
like,
turned.
I see why he turned. Not just he's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
think Anakin's the reason to watch Clone Wars.
That's true.
Maul's up there, but I think
Yeah.
Maul's shines in Rebels the most,
That is also true.
especially with talking with Ezra and all that
Yeah.
stuff about the
Yeah.
holocron and that kind of
Yep.
stuff.
When
Yeah,
he keeps
that's-
calling Ezra his apprentice.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
and
it.
it's
Ezra's like,
not,
"Stop
and he's
it,
not. He's like, I'm
stop
not your
it."
apprentice.
Like,
Yeah,
It's so
no.
funny. But yeah. Nice.
You know what's weird about your number 4? Your number 4 was my number 3, Darth Maul.
Yay, there we
For
go.
all the same shit you just said.
I love it.
I don't think it can be understated, though, his importance of that first trailer as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was 10 in 1999, and when I saw Darth Maul for the first time in that trailer pop out that double-bladed lightsaber,
Your mind's blown.
dude, I was just I remember, dude, it's like 9/11.
You just knocked it out.
I did. Is that better?
Yeah.
It's like 9/11. I remember where I was. I was in my house in Charlotte when I was a kid, before we had the house built that I basically grew up in. And my dad, we were watching Entertainment Tonight, and my dad's like, "You got to go. The trailer should be coming up in like the next 10 minutes. Like, just go shower, hurry up real quick, and like we'll get you out, and then you'll be done, and you can watch the trailer for Star Wars. Like, just fucking please go take a shower."
Yeah.
And so I go take a shower. I remember this so vividly. I turned the shower on in my old house. I got undressed, and the second I got undressed, I was holding like my private like
This
this.
This is too much.
It's
Yeah.
what it is, Evan. It's what it is. My dad goes, "Brad, the trailer's on." I ran out naked, and the first time I saw Darth Maul do the lightsaber thing, I was naked, and I watched the very first trailer like
explains
this
a lot.
in front of the TV.
Brad, you didn't have to
At 10.
recreate it and take your clothes off
No,
here.
I'm scarred.
Say it again.
I said you didn't have to recreate the scene and take your clothes off here.
Yeah, I did it. It's for effect.
For
Okay.
effect.
You guys can see my dick now.
Shock
It's
value.
the
Shrinkage,
same size it
shrinkage.
was when I was
Okay.
10.
Oh, I was trying to help. I said shrinkage.
But no, dude, like that character was like, I mean, he's the packaging for the Episode 1 figures.
Yeah.
He's the face of Star Wars for that era.
Like prequels, yeah.
I mean, when you say prequels, I mean, it's hard to not think of Darth Maul.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
Even
the character.
though he's only in one movie and
Yeah.
has 4 lines.
Yeah,
Like,
Tatooine is sparsely populated.
yeah.
2 movies.
At last, we will reveal ourselves.
He's
to
in
Jedi.
2 movies.
At
He's
last
right.
we're at-
He's in 2 prequel. He's in 1 prequel movie.
1 prequel
Yes,
movie.
prequel movie. Yeah, I meant one other prequel.
So
but
his
Solo,
his
yes.
lines are. I think he's got 2 lines in the whole movie.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the
Tatooine is
Jedi.
sparsely populated. There's something after that. And then he says, "At last we reveal ourselves to Jedi. At last we will have our
everything."
revenge."
Yeah, so like 3 lines then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ray Park's acting and physicality cannot be
No.
like lessened, because that is such an important
Right.
character to Star Wars. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it ties into like shit that people didn't think made a difference. Solo. I mean, he's in Solo, for Christ's sake. Like,
Yeah.
he's awesome. So Maul's definitely in my top 10. He can't not be. I don't.
No.
I don't think
He's gotta
anyone
be.
can negate that.
That was your number 3?
Yep.
Yeah, what's yours?
My number 3 has been Tom's. Not your number 3. It was one of yours. I wrote down the wrong number. It was Marching on Row.
Ah, yes.
8.
Marchand was my number 8.
Okay, it's yeah. Okay. But for all the reasons we said, but like the implications of this character are crazy, and he's not in. He's really not in the books that much, but he just like steals every scene, or I don't know how you would say that for a book. He steals every page he's on. It just.
He does.
It just he's not there much, but when he's there, you're like, what is this guy doing? What is he gonna do
Yeah.
next?
There's
when-
always an angle.
when he
There's always
like
an
just
angle.
kills one of his Tempest runners, like that is just a great scene because like
Oh,
you know
the,
the tension
Scottish
between those
guy.
2 guys. Yeah, I see like a Viking type character.
Oh
in
well,
him.
in the if you listen
Oh,
to the
is
book,
the audiobook
he's-
like a Scottish guy?
yeah, he's Scottish, right?
Ah.
Brad, wouldn't you? Brad, have you listened to Light of the Jedi?
I've listened to Rising Storm, and it's this.
Okay.
I think it's the same voice actor for those.
Well,
but
yeah,
this
I'm
character
talking
was
about-
already killed.
I'm talking about
the
the
Tempest Runner,
Tempest Runner he
marching on
kills,
kills in Light of the Jedi.
Oh no, I haven't
I
heard
forget
that.
his name.
He
It's
has a
not
Scottish
Panita.
accent.
Really?
The guy gives him the Scottish accent.
I can see
yeah.
that though. I picture like a big.
Yeah, oh
Viking.
bloody! No, it's more like oh bloody hell! What
I
you
picture
doing
that.
out there?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That
Like a
fits in
British
my
accent?
brain.
Kinda?
Kind of like a British, yeah, maybe not
Like
Scottish.
Cockney.
Yeah, Cockney,
I
Cockney
see
accent.
I
Yeah.
don't see that. But either way, like just he murders his own Tempest Runner. He's
Oh, he's
torturing-
vicious, dude. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
torturing, like we've said multiple times, the Lor Santeca person. I forget how they're
it's his
related.
grandmother.
Grandmother. Okay, still
Yes.
like that's terrifying and creepy. The cell he has set up to torture Loden.
Mhm.
Loden's like, hey man, you can't torture me. Like I'm a Jedi. I'll just go into like meditation. I'll be fine. He's like, I don't gotta torture you. I'm gonna torture these random people I have around you.
Yeah.
And that's gonna really mess with your brain, and that's what's gonna torture you.
Yep.
It's like holy crap. He's creepy enough that he thought this out and kidnapped 6 random people to torture this one Jedi.
Yep.
It's so creepy. It's
Yep.
just like the way
He's
he
a
thinks.
he's a great villain, and
Yeah.
I think they
Spectacular.
like really crushed it
The
with him
character
for the High
design is
Republic.
crazy too. Like I just the more of
100%.
him, the better. With him, less is not.
I want to
more
see
is
him in
more.
live action so bad.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too.
Who do you cast? I've got a list of people I'm trying to like cast. I just can't think of anybody
I,
for him.
I don't know.
It's hard.
You'd have to go with like an unknown person that can. For me, you'd have to nail that voice.
Yeah. But
That,
then
like-
again, like that voice,
No,
Is that how they look at it? Is that canon?
I
in those,
don't
like,
know,
how-
but like the
That voice better be canon.
that
I don't know
voice
how
for
they look
me
at it,
is
though.
the character.
Okay.
Like the real disconnected way he says words. They're just a way to convey intent for him. There's
Yeah.
nothing
Kind of like
behind them.
Is he kind of like a Hannibal Lecter type? kind
No,
of,
he's
like,
more
no?
disconnected. He's more disconnected and insane than
Oh
that.
fuck!
Okay.
Who the David oh my god, he's in like every comic book movie. He just played the Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad.
Okay, I don't like him for that character from Marchion.
No, you don't.
No.
I think he could do it.
The one that's like, I'm a superhero. Like that
Yes,
guy?
yes.
Yeah, no.
He's played different. He's played like crazier characters.
Oh, he was in The Dark
I-
Knight. He was
Yeah.
in The Dark Knight.
Who's the
coin flip.
guy
The first.
that was young Logan that was in Split?
Young Logan. Are you talking about James
Yes.
McAvoy?
James McAvoy.
Mm-hmm.
He
He could.
He
would
could do it. Yeah.
He could.
Rush
I'm not a huge
this.
fan of him,
Mhm.
but he could.
this really
Oh yeah. I see that.
disconnected way
Yeah.
of talking.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's the character. Is
Mhm.
this like? It's almost like a televangelist kind of, where like you know that they kind of believe what they're
He
saying,
believes everything
but the
he's saying.
intent that he's using behind his
Yeah.
words
Yeah.
are the real driving factor. It's not the people. He's not spreading the word. He's spreading his own initiative.
Right.
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 Like
I feel like he's the most
he
unique
could
to
easily
have all
come out
these.
here and tell you, you know, it's a weird call, but this I don't know if he's not an actor, but Jordan Peterson.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
who that is.
Jordan B. Peterson.
Jordan Peterson, he's like a college professor, but it's almost just because of the voice. Like
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson talks like this. Listen, Joe, what I'm telling you is the way that the colleges are run right now. It sounds exactly
Yeah.
how he talks, but like, it's you have to have someone who can pull off that dead behind the eyes voice. I'm not
Yep.
saying Jordan Peterson's dead behind the eyes,
No, but like.
but
that's
like
the
that
look
kind
you're going
of
for.
like deer in the headlights way of talking.
Yep.
I'm starting to think I could be the best Marchion Rowe. The
Yeah.
more I keep talking about this,
Yeah,
like if I lost some
feel
weight
like
and got
he's
really
not,
methy,
Yeah, he's not big like you. I feel like he's not
oh,
about
he's
physicality.
no, he's
Like,
tiny. Like
yeah.
in my head, he's like a methy kind of psychopath that
he's
you
not-
see at Denny's at
He's
7.
not jacked, but
in
he's
the
not a
morning.
wuss. Like I see just a normal dude, basically. is what
Yeah,
I see.
like a
normal dude.
like a normal guy, like but
Yeah.
like somebody that would be. You can't be like that. I don't know. That guy might fuck me up.
Because even the Tempest Runners are
But
like.
there's the evil behind the eyes that
Yeah.
scares you.
But
Mhm.
even like his Tempest Runners are like, oh, we
I'm
could
the
easily
eye
kill
of
him.
the night.
But
we
we're not
can't
going to
of
because
the
he's
eye,
so
and he's got the
crazy.
path.
Like there's
but-
something about
But they
him.
need him. They're like, we need his paths. If we kill
There's-
him, we lose the eye.
There's something about that character that I don't know what it is, but it's disturbing as fuck and he creeps
Yeah.
me out.
Yeah,
Yep.
just the way he thinks. Like I said, instead of torturing a Jedi, which he knows will fail, torture 6 people around the Jedi to make the Jedi
the
suffer.
Jedi
it's,
suffer.
it's crazy.
It's
But
good.
Good one.
That is Marchion.
What's number 3? Who are we on?
That was my 3.
Oh, that was your 3.
Yes.
My number 3. I'm gonna do this real quick because we talked a lot about him, but we were on the verge of greatness. We were this
Nice.
close.
Krennic.
Krennic is my number
Farming? Really?
3rd.
A man of your talents?
Man of your talents. Yeah, obviously the best part of Rogue One.
Deploy the garrison again?
Your mic is down again.
Oh, no. Are we deaf?
Are we blind?
It works. So yeah, that's my number 3. Not gonna say any more. What's your number 2, Brad?
My number 2 is. What do we think?
I don't know. I can't wait to blow your minds with my number 2 and 1.
My
So-
number 2 is Supreme Leader Snoke.
Okay, yeah, that has to be because
I love him.
You're right. You're right.
I've been a Snoke guy from the jump. I was all in on Snoke. I think there's still some shit he's gonna.
You're a Snokel.
I'm a Snoke all day.
Yep.
I'm a Snoke whore. I will defend him to the death. I think he's a great character.
Well, he died. You don't have to defend him to the death.
I will defend him till the mid part of Last Jedi,
Oh,
where he dies.
I'll shut up so you can keep talking.
I just love him. I think he's just such a good character. He's our Palpatine. Because, this is our Star Wars. I mean, like, I know we're like adults, but this is a Star Wars that we got grown up.
Yeah.
This is our Star Wars.
Yeah, this is my Star Wars.
Like, how long did the
absolutely.
sequel trilogy span? What, 2015 to 2020 to 2020, right?
2019.
2019.
Yeah,
It was a
so
4-year
years.
span,
But,
3
like,
years.
The build-up was, like, really a year before. So
Dude, that
5 years?
fucking build up to The Force
Think
Awakens.
about that. Like, the last 5
Marketing
years of our life.
people who teach marketing should be studying that
Yeah, that was
because
nuts.
it was a year and a month out on Thanksgiving Day when everyone's with their family after the
The
news
whole
that Disney
world
bought Star
stops.
Wars. I remember being at the Comedy Zone watching that because there was a comic that was there that was James Gregory's his name. And he used to do every Thanksgiving Day and the day after at the Comedy Zone. He would sell out. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know. He might not even
Same
be
thing, maybe.
alive.
Maybe the
He
same
might be
thing.
dead. Who knows?
He
was
might be
old.
outside this garage right now.
I hope so.
He used to have a great joke. I love this. I didn't love him as a comic, but he had a really good joke that was, I checked into he was an old guy. I checked into the La Quinta Inn here in Charlotte, and La Quinta is Spanish for all other hotels are full. I love that joke. I've always thought
that's
that joke.
accurate.
I thought that joke was always very
That
funny.
is good.
But the way they built that up was just like this next level, like holy shit thing. And Snoke's voice was a part of that.
Yeah.
You go back, listen to it. It's like, there's been an awakening.
It's the first
Have
thing
you
you hear.
felt it? It's the first thing you hear of the original, of the new trilogy is Snoke's
And
voice.
then you hear Finn breathing very heavily. Very
And then
annoying.
it cuts away, and then there's some stormtroopers, and then there's like the Kylo Ren thing in the forest, and then it's the
Yeah.
Falcon. Like there might be another thing there, maybe I forget.
Don't you see
but-
BB-8 at the end?
Yes, you see BB-8, and then the then the
Yeah.
stormtroopers, and then the Falcon.
I'm
But
building
like-
my own droid for the first time tomorrow, by the way.
Tomorrow?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
I don't know
R2
yet.
or BB-8
Oh, you don't know.
or BB unit.
Courtney's leaning towards BB unit.
R2.
Yeah.
They don't scratch as bad.
Okay.
Oh, they scratch so bad, BBs.
They don't scratch as bad with the
Especially
R2s.
when you get a
I have an
black one.
adorable name for it, TC518. It's Tom Courtney, and 518 was May 18th. the
I
day
love it.
Oh, look at that.
I love it.
But if I do that, that's so gay, Evan. How could you?
I'm married, sir.
He would say that.
Yeah, he's married.
He would say that.
Yeah, because you would do that with like 4 of your girlfriends that you had in the last 3 years.
I've only had 3 my whole life. How dare you?
But this is BE 719. We started dating a year ago. The fuck out of here. They're married. It's different. And you know I'm right.
That's true.
Because if you had a droid that was your other girlfriend's name,
Oh, I would have burned that droid.
exactly.
Alive.
So it's a different thing.
Droid rights, but not for that droid. I would have burned it alive.
But thank you for the
He's
suggestion.
pro-choice.
No droid rights. L3 says it in Solo. That's not the same.
Oh, my God.
Oh my lord.
Oh my God.
What
I
were you
missed
saying?
that.
What
though?
were we talking? I don't know what we're talking
Droids.
about.
Number 2. Evan, who's
so-
your number 2?
That was okay. That's your 2. Okay, my number 2 is Papa Palps.
Papa Palps.
How can he not be in your top 2, 3 at the worst?
Yep.
Worst case scenario. But yeah, like he just.
He was my 5, but whatever.
It's okay. That's okay. Top 5.
He's mine, not even in my an honorable mention.
That's fair. That's fair. It's all opinion. No one's wrong except me sometimes.
No, we're all wrong
That's
sometimes.
Oh,
I've been wrong. How many times this episode?
I don't know.
77?
That's it's less than I thought.
My one, I guess, complaint, I don't know, with Palpatine is like he just seems to just get more evil for the hell of it towards the end instead of just having. I don't know what reasons he has in the beginning.
Yeah, but that's
So I
just
can't
somebody
really
trying to
justify
hang on
that.
to power, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
so it's not a real complaint.
That's pretty.
It's just that's his character. But yeah, like for all the reasons we've said, he's pretty evil. He's just all about staying alive no matter what it takes. He'll sacrifice anything and everything to stay alive and stay in power. So, Palpatine, number 2.
It's good. That's a good number 2. Yeah, he absolutely like I said, if we were doing the top 10 baddies, not by favorite, how I did this list, he would land
sense.
probably number 2 for me, and I'd make a strong argument for 1.
You could.
All right, my number 2. You cannot save them, not from the Empire, not from the dark side, not from me.
It's Darth Vader.
Am I stumped again?
Nope.
That's not Vader.
That's not Vader.
I thought it was Vader in Fallen Order. That's where I thought you were going. With that.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like the end of where he like finds the holocron.
When
You're
he
very
loses,
close
when he
because-
loses again.
You're very close because this is the second sister saying this to Cal.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
second sister Trilla ends up on number 2 on my list.
Nice.
Okay, so that is from Fallen Order.
Yes, it is.
I thought it was
You
Vader,
were there.
though.
You were,
Okay.
yeah,
She's in my
close.
top 20. She's in my top 20.
Yeah.
Great choice.
Trilla has to be number 2 for me. Obviously, I'm a huge Fallen Order guy. But to see this turned Padawan into an Inquisitor, and you could just see the suffering on her face, especially at the end, right before she gets murked by Vader.
Character
Yeah.
design's fantastic.
Oh, that
beautiful.
helmet's awesome.
So cool. It's in docs, by the way. Do you know that?
Yeah. Yep. I love that.
Thanks to Brad. He pointed that out
Showed you
very,
that last,
very vividly. And I looked for it last time I was in there. I was
It's
like, there
right.
she is.
It's so good.
It's
Remember
awesome.
when we thought like you could just walk in and like haggle with the cast members?
Yeah,
That's
they
what
said
pitched
that.
it as.
They pitched it. You
And
could
it's
like
like
haggle
you can't
with.
do that. Like the
They're
stuff
like,
is
how-
obviously plastic is for sale, but that Trilla helmet that's worth $1,000, nope, not for sale.
Yeah, no.
It's
They're
like,
not-
come
they
on.
don't play with that shit.
Yeah, I wish.
But you see the agony on her face. She
Yeah.
asks Cal to avenge them. Cal and Siri to avenge them, these Jedi.
Yeah.
Because she still has conflict in her.
She
But Vader
kinda-
snuffed
She
that
kind of
out.
turns.
Yeah.
A lot of the best
pretty
ones
much.
do.
I mean,
Like
if
Vader,
fucking
Kylo,
if
Trilla.
Vader can turn to Anakin, then she can turn
She
Yeah.
turns.
to what's her Jedi name? Her
Trilla.
No, she has an
Does she?
actual name. Yeah,
Trilla's the. I thought Trilla was the turn name.
it is.
Oh, was it her turn?
I have it
Okay.
written
Yeah,
down.
there's
Let
some
me
other
find it.
name for her.
Where is it?
Because Siri calls her Trilla. That's why I'm.
Nope.
I thought she had another name. I really
we
did.
have phones. I could just Google this, but I wrote it down, so I'm going to be nerdy and look at paper because I am apparently 85 years old. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Somewhere in here, I wrote it down. Oh no, Trilla is her name. Her last name is Sidiri.
Yeah, Trilla Siduri. That's
Yep,
what I thought.
that's
yeah,
what I wrote
Trilla's
down.
her real name.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's just her last name is Sidiri.
Okay.
Of course, we should not doubt the ginger muscle.
And that time the muscle came from my brain. So. All right, Brad, we're
It's an
there.
important muscle.
We're number one, sir.
Number one, man. I don't think this is anyone's surprise here, but it's Vader.
He's my number one too.
I mean, he's the most iconic villain of all time.
Yes.
So how is he not the most iconic Star Wars villain of all time?
Yes, and my favorite, and by far.
I think he's my favorite villain too. It almost seems the reason I'm like hesitating here is because it's kind of hacky to put him up there.
I know,
but
but
he is the greatest villain.
But I wanted to be true to myself, and
Me too.
I had to put Vader there.
Me
I
too.
just had
That's-
to.
You
that's
can't
why it's-
change it just
Because it's
it's
hacky.
hacky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't change
But,
it.
like-
if it's true, it's true.
Yeah, it's Anakin who turned to the dark side,
Yep.
redeems
I love
himself.
Anakin.
I do
Yeah.
too. I love Anakin too. I mean, what else? I mean, it's Vader. What else can be fucking said about Darth
Nothing.
Vader?
And the quote I chose for him is, "Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed."
That's Vader 100%.
the ability to destroy a planet is insignificant
Insignificant
next
to the
He
power
always
of the
says
Force.
insignificant. He's like insignificant.
He is
I love how he
insignificant
says
to the
it.
power of
I
the
love
Force.
that quote
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
because
awesome.
that's Anakin and
That's
Vader
Star
at the same
Wars,
time. Yeah.
but like that's Star Wars is like
Yeah.
no matter what you think you can do technologically,
The Force
it's all
is-
bullshit next to the Force.
Yep.
Which is funny because Anakin is like more machine than man.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
he's like, I'm a technological
That's ironic.
terror.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, like he's a
That's a good
technological
point.
terror, but he's no match for the power of the Force. That's really deep. I've never
Yeah,
noticed it until now.
but you say that,
Yeah.
but the Force is what saved him and turned him back into not a technological.
Yeah, because he's no
Menace.
match for the
Yeah.
power of the Force.
Yeah, his suit is
His
second
suit and Vader himself are still no match for the
to the
Force.
for the light of the Force.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I've never thought about that until now.
yeah,
That
me
is
either.
crazy.
That's why I love the show.
I,
We do
I
this
love
sometimes.
how you wrote the quotes. Like I didn't think about that, but that made us think
Man,
about
I really
that.
thought your number one was gonna be Vader. I thought you were
No.
gonna try to throw a wrench in our plans. So,
No.
what's your number one? Because that's me and Tom's number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
we
my
did
number
Vader.
one is actually Maul himself. He survived being cut in half just because he was so pissed off. Like, what? Like, what? Oh, I was gonna say,
survive this fall.
right? I was gonna start it with a quote. I should have. My quote was gonna be Kenobi. Like he survived being cut in
That's so
half because he
funny.
hates Kenobi so much. Like the ultimate, like I don't know, screw you or ultimate just like vengeance story is you cut me in half, but that made me hate you so much I stayed alive.
It's true.
But he has that going. That's like one of his many things going. He's that evil. He hates Kenobi, but he's also like, he knows Palpatine's plan, and he's like, we got to stop this Anakin thing from happening. But he's also like, Palpatine just killed my brother right in front of me, so I also hate Palpatine. So I don't serve him. I don't
Right.
serve anybody. But before Savage was killed by Palpatine, he wanted to get back and work with Palpatine. Because when Palpatine comes to them on Mandalore, he's like, my master, you're back. But then like, they fight each other. Palpatine kills Savage Opress, and that pisses Maul off even more to add to his hatred. And then he goes and taking over the crime syndicates. It's just like he's just every level of evil he does, and ends up saying screw everybody. It's just for me, and I want to kill Kenobi because that's all I care about.
Yep.
But
I love
he's
Maul.
just straight up evil.
Yeah.
He looks like
Darth
the
Maul,
freaking devil
Maul.
for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Well, like,
come
you know
on.
the backstory behind Maul, right? Like the
Yeah.
Being a
character
Night
design.
Brother and
Give me
all
your worst nightmare. And then George Lucas saw it and he goes, give me your second worst nightmare.
that, right?
Because that's terrifying. He had like these like dreads that were like kind of like a blue.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember it right.
Yeah.
Like a blue kind of dread
That's
look.
cool.
And he's like, no, give me your
Yeah.
third worst nightmare because that's terrifying.
Yeah.
All right, solid list, you guys. I thought
Fuck
there'd be
yeah.
more crossover
Me
than
too,
there
I love
There's
was.
a lot, but
There was
yeah.
no Boba Fett mentioned.
No,
I took him
because
off
he's
my
not
list.
That good, 'cause who
I took him
cares?
off my list
After
because
the Mandalorian.
He's
I
not
wanna-
even
kinda-
evil
yeah,
anymore.
but when you see him in those movies, he's not a good guy.
But he
I know.
doesn't do
He
anything
takes
in those
Solo
movies.
to
Jabba.
Jabba. So he's not a good. He's not a good guy. So
No.
like,
Hey, he's gonna earn a
Um,
living.
yeah, he's just a simple man
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Make his way
No
through the
Boba Fett for me.
universe.
But thanks for listening to this episode. You can follow me on Instagram at the Brad Ventures. I've been your host, Brad Hughes, joined by my fantastic co-host, Evan. Where can they find you over on the internet?
Look for me on Instagram at Evan T. Boucher.
And Tom, where can they find you over on the internet, my friend?
At Fourth Mother Box on Instagram, please.
Check out Fourth Mother Box Podcast. It is
Yes.
fantastic. I hope to be a guest again soon.
Oh,
Half-
absolutely.
I
half
got
of it's
some Marvel
fantastic.
shit to, or
Only
some
half.
DC shit to talk about. I got
Yeah.
some questions.
Ooh, yeah. let's do it.
Curious.
Okay.
Because I don't know a lot of stuff about DC.
Hey, let's start pumping the Fourth Mother Box Jedi Talk Fusion show that we're doing.
The Fourth Mother Talk.
The Fourth Mother Talk. Let's call it that. On
Let's call it that.
October 15th.
Because we talk about Kyle's mother. Is that why?
Oh shit! Because he would be
Yeah.
the fourth person here,
He would.
and it's his mother.
His mother.
His
Fourth
his
Mother
mother
Talk,
that we'll
yeah.
be ripping on, yes.
Okay.
Love it.
I
Yeah.
should send her flowers that night.
and the Golden Girls. Send her Golden Girls. 'cause
His
loves that.
awful Golden Girls jokes. Don't worry, Evan. You'll fit right in with Kyle.
It's gonna be a good show. I can't
Hope
wait
so.
for that. Fourth Mother Talk podcast coming soon. I'll make a logo with just our heads peeking out of the Fourth Mother Box logo. It'll be
yeah,
great.
that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Use the picture of me with my terrible mustache.
Mustache.
You mean every photo of you?
I have a terrible
no,
mustache
no,
right now. I
photo
have no
pass.
mustache.
That's true.
Yeah.
Grow a beard. You look like you look like you're about to
can't
touch
grow
every kid that walks past you.
Wow.
Thanks for listening to this show, guys.
He
We'll
means
see you-
goats, like young goats, that kind of kid.
Nope, don't mean that. I
Nope.
mean children, as in adult children, male,
Adult children?
female.
That's not
no,
even a-
adult children.
That's
I'm
not a
drunk.
thing.
What do you want from me? I mean human children.
Coherent
That's
thoughts,
what I mean.
That's what we want from you.
That's never gonna happen. You listen to the wrong podcast if that's what you want.
Go listen to Fourth Mother Box instead.
If you want coherent thoughts, I can't even say it. Coherent thoughts. Listen to the Fourth Mother Box. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and we will see you guys on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight.
Yes. All right, I get to drive to fucking North Carolina.